how we've gone about things, and I think they're a good enough team and strong enough to be able to put that right and learn from the mistakes they've made.
Well, joining me to discuss the opening day's play is Deepdas Gupta, the former India wicket keeper. And I suppose, firstly, let's start with the performance from India's spinners. Yadav with 5 for 72, Ashwin with 4 from 51. How impressed were you with both of them in particular today?
I mean, obviously very, very impressive, and especially after that really good start by the English top order batters. I mean, England at one point in time were 175 for 3 or 173 for 3. From there to get them out for 218, I think it was very, very impressive, and especially from Kuldeep. Obviously, you expect someone like Ashwin who's playing his 100th Test match, and he's done it over quite a few years. But someone like Kuldeep, he's been in red hot form. He's bowling brilliantly, and today's spell was, I think, one of the best I've seen him bowl. A couple of deliveries, especially the delivery that got Zach Crawley out, that was almost unplayable. So very, very impressed, and so good to see Kuldeep doing as well as he is of late, because he's been through a lot last few years, been dropped, been the receiving end of a lot of criticism, but then he's bounced back and how.
Yeah, it's been really good for him, the series as a whole. From an English perspective, how much do you think they were architects of their own downfall after that particularly good start?
KLAS FM just presented the BBC Sports Today. It was sponsored by AnyBet. Your best bet reminds you to bet responsibly. And Hawkeye Electronic Security, securing what matters most.
BMUL Auto Limited, your auto parts store of choice. Your satisfaction is our priority. We sell everything auto except the gas. Visit our stores, 114C Haglapa Road, Kingston, 24 Caledonia Road, Bandiville, 16 Main Street, Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Contact us at 876-618-2781. The time by BMUL Auto is 1 p.m.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at omegaklas.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible. Blessings. Have you been blessed by the Real Talk Show with Bishop Manning? Well, you can listen to the Real Talk Show Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the Omega Radio app. Just go to your app store and look for Omega Radio, or listen live on the Omega Church Broadcasting Network website. That's www.omegachurchradio.com. You can also watch on Facebook at Omega Church. On YouTube, you can watch the live church service at Omega Church or Omega Radio. You can also call us at 876-319-1148 or 876-613-9129. The toll-free number is 877-494-0253. That was a paid advertisement by Omega Radio.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and the number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, greetings and salutation. Welcome to another episode of the Sports Desk. This is Orville.
Yeah, good afternoon to the listeners. Christopher Mathews here.
You want to start with anything? I suppose I tell us that last night is one of the nights when boy them could have burned down my place, and I don't know. I couldn't wake this morning. I wonder is what. Slept out the night. Didn't follow nothing last night, people. So don't ask me about anything that happened in the world of sports between about 8 o'clock and maybe about an hour ago.
Well, since I talked about last night, I was watching a couple of NBA games.
Yes.
And I hear people suggesting that the Golden State Warriors could make some noise come the playoffs time. I'm not seeing it.
Where are they now? Like
they're 10th. They are 10th. I think they are a game behind the Lakers. Well, the Lakers lost last night and they won.
Yeah, but LeBron had another decent game.
Yeah, it was pretty good, actually. But I'm not seeing the Golden State Warriors is too heavily dependent on Steph Curry. They're going to struggle.
How is Draymond playing these days?
He's playing pretty well.
Decent.
Okay. but they don't have enough firepower like they used to they can win not a couple of games, but they're not going to win the series against any of the top teams for me in the West.
The last 2 games I watched, I was looking at Klay Thompson and how he's basically now just an outside shooter. That's basically what he's there to do.
Yes, he will show you glimpses and do some things in spurts, but not consistently the way he used to.
None at all. All right, we want some regular callers today, but we also want some new callers. I feel the spirit. The spirit bid me. Remember the spirit bid me? When was the last time the spirit bid me? And we had a couple of new callers.
I think it was last week Thursday as well.
It was that Thursday?
The spirit day.
Oh, boy, your memory sharp enough. So, Mike, we have some new people. If you are listening, 968-8117. Too much I know has stopped me out a road and I talk about sports on the program. Too many of you. And I'm saying, don't you all win arguments or put great arguments when the public are here. This is the time. 968-8117. Let your thoughts be heard publicly. You could be doing us all a favor. I, for one, could learn a lot. I've learned a lot about the whole horse racing discussion that has been going on since X Factor, for example, made his input on the show.
His return.
Yes. So there are some others of you listening right now who could bring up topics that we all could learn from. So we're imploring you to do that. 968-8117. We're always on the hunt for new voices, new ideas, new points of discussion as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what I did try to watch last night was the test match with India and England. With India.
They spun out England.
Huh?
The spinners demolished England.
Ashwin
Indian spinner.
and Kuldeep. I keep asking why them never used to want to play Ashwin. You know? Well, I mean, tell you, the man gone who will must have 500 wickets now. And he just look when he's on song almost unplayable, especially in his own conditions. All right, so I'm going to take the first one. Here is Driver.
Yes, man, I'm bowling new ball to them. Brand new Terrier.
Brand new, coming from the far end.
From the far end, for the first time. Yeah, Orville.
Yes.
You know, I'm not talk football much, but I have a little concern with Mr. Higgins, and I'm going to try to call from the other day. We put something to you on Zidane, as especially Zidane, who I'm on a follow football. We always feel that our youngsters, like between 19, 20, 21, 22, thereabout, should be at the top of them games, right, as a footballer in your career, correct? Somewhere thereabout.
Yes.
Now, listening to Higgins, these players, we don't listen to him interview, it's not encouraging. And if the players hear him say these things, them now going to feel like they want to push out 100%. Here's my feeling now, Javier. Don't you think, is it reasonable to suggest that Higgins should be coaching the under-20 team? What do you think? That is my view.
No, man, he was brought here to get us to a World Cup.
Get us to a World Cup. But you see, this is the thing we've been saying for the longest while. You know? Why we always just want to get to a World Cup and then we not deal with the feeder group, which is from the schools to the under-20 and so on and so forth.
We should concentrate on that, but that is not Hal Grimson's job, essentially.
Look here, I don't think him have this the Reggae Boys team to coach so much time where him can spend some time with the under-20. That is my feeling.
Yeah.
Because just check the space between the time when the Reggae Boys play.
His assistant coach is the head coach of the under-20s.
John Wall.
His assistant.
John
Mr. Wall.
Yeah.
So you are saying then Mr. Wall should be able to tell him who can transition from the under-20 to the senior team?
Yes.
I'm a football man, but me just by listening to him interview, me just think about it. I watch football here, but not as deep as you people. But me just think, why wouldn't he want to, be more integral in the under-20 so that we can transition them guys easily or easier to the senior team? That's my thinking.
It's not a bad thought that he could be. Well, I don't know how hands-on he is at the moment.
Right, that we don't know. That's correct.
No, that we don't know. I don't know how much he follows what I go on with the under-20s, how integral he is in in giving ideas and things.
Because I like when him sound, when I interview them, when I'm talk about the youth them when just say the other day.
What are you saying? They're not good enough?
Basically, I said that. He's not in so many words, but if you listen to him carefully, that's him I said.
He's correct.
That's him I said.
He's correct.
But even if him correct enough, he said.
He shouldn't say.
Don't make you them feel say, boy, it make sense. Me push out hard to play football and come now can't get to play for Jamaica. Me no want to hear that from the head coach. To be honest with you. Because words count, as you always say, words have meaning,
Well, I don't think he's talking to the players themselves, because you don't develop yourself as an 18-year-old. Somebody.
Yeah, but
so I think he wants the persons who are trying to develop players to understand that you need to do more.
Tell them
you need to produce more quality when they reach 18 and 19. I think that's what he's suggesting.
No, Zidane. Remember, he took them to a had them in a camp for 2 months,
Yeah, and gave them national caps and thing, which can only help them.
Right, but I'm saying, but after the interview, after that 2 months, we're concerned about,
What exactly did he say? Can you keep hinting at the interview?
Quote him, anybody else who call can quote him verbatim, but I cannot. But I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure, he's basically saying, him still, even though him get what he want from these guys in terms of, they were, in first they look good and they played well, but he's going to concentrate on the other guys who.
Then what's wrong? But you never need nobody to tell us that, my boss.
Yeah, but you're not listening to that.
Yes. But I'm sure the guys know that as well,
I don't want to hear the head coach say that, man. You don't understand what I'm saying. It's all good and well when him think that way there, but for hear the head coach come say it. And the players who might listen to watch the news and listen to your program and hear people talking to him say that. You don't want to hear the head coach say that.
Well, I don't know if nothing essentially wrong with that.
Just think about it. Just think about what I'm saying.
Because he's the one who have them in camps, the better ones. He's the one that get them to play 2 friendly internationals. So a lot of them now have caps where they didn't have caps before. I'm sure he may have his mind on 1 or 2 of them when the big boys come back. But if him say, all right, them set you decent, but
right,
more concern, his focus is now on.
Me don't want to hear that. You can imagine if your boss come back here, come tell the people and say, good, you say that.
No, man, him never said that. No. Yeah, you know I say why him never said. You are the same one saying words are important.
Yeah.
And you are now saying the quotes of the man him not good. They never said that.
No. Look here. No, I never said that. I've said I cannot quote him verbatim. I'm saying.
Me hear the interview, Now that you talk, I heard the interview.
Then who you say? Me not quote him verbatim. I'm saying essentially.
I am talking about the one that he says, he will, however, concentrate on the youth.
So what do you read from that? It means that them guys that I'm just done with now gonna make it to cut it to the real senior team when we want to play against the US side coming up.
Then we never know that said that now go happen, my boss. Him not say nothing where the youth them don't know or where the public don't know. What you think go happen? Him go and play Kaim Dixon over Leon Bailey? Or Kaim Dixon over Bowser? Or over Damarai Gray?
DJ Pattinson say if you don't say it, nobody can say you say it. Look at Marvin. Anyway, I want big up shipping portal. Him lose him grandfather recently and him kind of want a little down low. So
yeah.
Hold up your head, my friend, and we're there to support you. Give me a shout, shipping port. We know where I go on, so big up yourself, because we're there for you.
All right, shipping port. Big up. Big up, drive.
Big up yourself. Yeah, man, cool.
All right, so we see a caller named Big Head.
Yeah, man.
Is a new caller named Big Head?
Yeah, man. Yeah, hear me.
Yeah, man. Me tell you some spirit bid me some need to hear from more voices. What's up, Big Head? Where are you calling from?
Watch it.
All right, sir. What say you?
Last time me hear you say your spirit. This is about 2 or 3 new caller calling to me. Just try see first and get through,
Yes, man. We love it, man. We love it.
One little correction for Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers, they're 10th now, Golden State, they're 9.
So when they lost on the victory for Golden State?
Huh?
The last minute Lakers fell behind them? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go and see Mikel Antonio. I'm playing football.
Boy, I don't know. You know what's with Antonio?
No.
I'm not sure where I go on the summer, boss.
Okay.
Yeah. I can check. I can do some little background check For say, you know, whether he's injured or what's happening with it.
We lost Big Head.
We lost Big Head. We'll take another one then. I don't know.
Call us back if you can, Big Head, man.
First new caller, Big Head get accidentally cut off. We go back online for Garvey.
Ballad here.
Ballad, yes.
Zidane.
Yes, sir.
Everything good?
Yeah, man.
What was that argument you was saying about Golden State?
No, you were saying that when they lost last night, Golden State went ahead.
No, man. When they opened the program.
No, I don't think they're going to beat anybody that is good in the playoffs. People still think they have a chance to make a run. I'm not seeing it.
What kind of run them have?
I don't know. Run
what, the championship?
Yes. That will happen.
Well, I think that needs to get their head examined, man.
No run is coming from the Golden State.
Steph Curry will win. Let me say something. Steph Curry nor LeBron James will win no more NBA championship. Book that.
Well, I won't go that far.
Book that. Okay.
All right.
So see that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear the program yesterday, but me say you showed some numbers about Allen Iverson.
No.
You hear them when you show, no?
No, man. First of all, you claim that Allen Iverson has more 50-point game than LeBron James. That was not true. But hold it.
Going to a break?
Yeah, hold it. We'll take a break. We'll come.
Clearing personal, non-commercial shipments at the port? Avoid the wait. Request a contactless clearance through your agent today. It's more efficient. It's secure. The dime by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
115.
My Mega Mart. Best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart. Best value by far.
Sheena Power Talk, make you start to walk.
Get your aunties, get your uncles, get your brothers and your sisters, gather the girls, gather the boys. Sheena Lynn Hansen is on your radio with Power Talk, motivation, inspiration, and empowerment. Tune in every Tuesday at 11:50 a.m. It's a Power Talk and a Power Connection. Power up your spirit, man, with Power Talk. This is your Damascus Road encounter. Come and experience a mighty move of God right here on Power Talk.
Sheena Power Talk.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, we're back.
Yes, Gary, you still there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, man. So you did say Allen Iverson has more 50 points game than LeBron James. That's not the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, give me the numbers, no?
LeBron James has done it 14 times to Allen Iverson 11.
Okay, all right. Stand corrected on the totals. How many games then each player can achieve that?
No, man, it doesn't matter. You know, you said Allen Iverson had more 50 points.
All right, but me stand corrected on that. So let me ask you a question now. The fact that LeBron James played almost 1,500 games and Allen Iverson played less than 1,000 games, how does it make their totals look now?
What totals?
The fact that one of them got 14 50-point games. Hold on now. Slow down, you know?
Yeah, man. I hear you, man. It's really...
Iverson. No, man. Iverson has... Hold on now.
I understand the question, you know, so I want to answer the question. I'm saying to you, it is irrelevant because 50-point games come down to the quality of teammates that you have as a superstar. So, why is he laughing? So when you play, when you play with other players, hold on, my boss. Give me a chance, no Garvey, man. Not stop interrupt me, my boss.
Go on.
When you play with other very, very good players, it means the ball will share more often. So you're not as dependent on to score as a man like Allen Iverson, who didn't play with great players.
All right.
So
all right.
that is exactly. Hold on, man. Let me give some examples with the popular people like the people.
So hold on.
For example,
Lord, career with great players.
He played with far better players generally.
Hold on. So let's slow down a minute, right? Let me stick a pin, right? For the first 7 years of LeBron James' career, did he play with another great player?
No.
So, okay. So would you agree that comparing Allen Iverson at Philly, a more fair comparison of LeBron James would be when he was at Cleveland when he had no other...
To avoid all this back, Wally Nice, let me just tell you something. In games that Allen Iverson scored 40 or more, versus LeBron James in those sort of games, he plays more minutes, he attempts more shots, his field goal percentage is less, his 3-point percentage is less, and his points per game is less. So when hold on, my boss.
You know on the world.
No, hold on, my boss. No, don't. You're not going to scoff at that on top where you hear me. So when they both are, hold on. All right, run to Orville. You don't know
afraid of me.
Yeah.
This is a Zidane afraid of me.
Why am I afraid of you?
The man want me to do not even talk on the radio. You know, see that, Orville?
All right, talk.
What's your point?
All right. So let me start. Let me explain something. You know, let's make an opposite. The numbers that Zidane Mathews just gave on the radio represent all of their career totals, right?
No, Gavi. That's why you must listen, my boss.
Listen.
You're not listening, Gavi. The facts.
Boss.
What facts?
Me want to talk. No, you talk for 2 minutes.
But you're misrepresenting.
Me want to talk. Orville, can I get
why
a
are you
chance to
getting
talk?
boisterous? Because you're getting licks, my boss.
Orville,
make me hear yes.
No, let me say something to Jamaican public, and I'm please asking Zidane not to interrupt me, Orville. The first 7 years of LeBron James' career, right? He had no tangible second real option next to him. Would you agree, sir?
I would agree.
Okay, cool. That is a fair comparison to Allen Iverson being in Philadelphia. Now let me give you some numbers on LeBron James in those circumstances. In the playoffs, right? Orville, in his first 4 years in Cleveland, LeBron James shot 28% from 3-point range. The only reason why his numbers look so skewed now is because he started to play with all NBA players who spaced the floor more, where so much attention was not on him only. In those same type of games, Allen Iverson shot 31% from 3-point range. And remember now, Orville,
You're talking in the context that Allen Iverson is a better scorer.
Which
I disagreed with, by the way.
And let me give you these other numbers, Orville. Let me give you these other numbers. Remember now, career-wise, LeBron James is shooting over 50% of his shots from in the paint and over 40% from 5 feet or closer.
So what?
So what I know? If a man is doing that and he's shooting in the playoffs, in his 2 of his first 3 years in the playoffs, he shot 41%. How can you say that man is a better scorer than a man who averages more and is shooting from further away from the basket?
But who is telling that man that he has to shoot from further away from the basket? Which part in the Bible did he get those instructions?
So hold on. The fact that one man is 6'8", 270 pounds, and one man is 6 foot flat, 180 pounds. You're telling me that the man who is 6 foot flat, 180 pounds, must be able to score as well in the paint as the man who is
I am saying every player, the aim is to score baskets.
But Orville, it is the same argument Zidane came with when he compared Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal.
No. Shaquille O'Neal's job as a center was predominantly to be on near the basket. But I'm saying LeBron, the skill to get to the basket. You can't just rule out that.
Orville, when you are 6'8",
Ronaldo might score more goal in the box more than some other forward. You have to hold that against him.
Let me ask you a question, Orville. When LeBron James starts every game, how many players are on the opposing team actually bigger than him?
All of that is irrelevant, you know.
What do you mean it's irrelevant? That is the reason why he shoots more than 50% of his career shot from in the paint.
So what is if I can get to the paint?
And if you
what is wrong with that?
Hold on. Then if you are shoot over 50% of your shots from closer to the basket, when you're a number 1 option with no number 2 option, and I am shooting further away from the basket, and me have a slightly better percentage than you, it shows you I'm a better scorer than you.
Who has a higher career field goal percentage?
You see, you're running 2 now. Let me ask you this. Here's my counteraction. I just gave you the numbers when Allen Iverson was on his own and LeBron on his own. Has Allen Iverson ever been in a comparable situation to LeBron?
What numbers? You see, that's why I want to interrupt you now.
Yes.
What numbers you gave when LeBron was on his own? You didn't give any numbers.
I said in his first 3 appearances, in his first 4 appearances in the playoffs, He shot.
But you didn't but you didn't bring the argument to playoffs the other day. You came and talk about their careers.
Hold on, okay.
You never mentioned playoffs, my boss. You mentioned the regular season record. You're so dishonest on the national radio, but you did not mention anything about playoffs the other day when you came on radio. You were mentioning the regular season. All of a sudden, you're running to first four. Boss, you were talking about their career, so you're going to first four playoff appearances now. That is rubbish, my boss. You're talking nonsense on the radio.
Just in the playoffs,
you said
LeBron James. Listen,
you run to first four playoff appearances.
3 years in the NBA.
Why are we sectionalizing the careers?
Man, it's a disgrace on the radio.
No, man. I want to know what their career records are. Why are you sectionalizing?
Because LeBron James has shown a clear distinction between what he does on his own and what he does when he's teamed up with all NBA players, sir. Allen Iverson never had a chance to be teamed up with all NBA players in his prime. So the oldest peer comparison there, you have to look at them when they were on their own individual action.
I completely think that
Orville.
That is a joke argument.
Orville. LeBron James was easily the best player in basketball in his first go around at Cleveland.
Run from the numbers now, no. Tell me say the numbers I make it wrong now, no. Run now, no.
No man, you're all over the place, my boss.
Little more. Big up yourself.
Yes. You mustn't allow Garvey to get under your skin. Like.
No, Garvey. What you're doing, Orville, is allowing Garvey to stop talk to me and engage you.
No, but when I allow the two of you,
because what he did now was trying to switch the argument to first four playoff appearances when that was never the argument the first time he came. But because I destroyed his argument now, he's changing the dynamic of the argument.
You see, when you and Garvey on
boss, LeBron James is not ball handler. LeBron James is initiating the offense. LeBron James doesn't stand under the rim like Shaquille O'Neal or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as centers. So LeBron James' skill set gets him those easy points that he's talking about. And that is exactly why LeBron James is a better scorer. Allen Iverson is a poor in terms of efficiency from the field, you know.
You think
he takes a lot of badge. That man is not even the top 15 best scorers in the NBA.
You think that there are people out there who believe what Garvey has?
Maybe you have one or two.
No, sir. I can't say anybody agree with Garvey on this. Mommy,
rumble in the jungle, man. What, man?
What you say?
Why Garvey come on the show Garvey in a one piece of passion? I'm to Garvey, man.
Me no know.
You guys must put a stopwatch on Garvey, you know.
No, man, make him talk. If we stop Garvey because
like him gone more than 5 minutes to me, you know. Garvey
if we stop Garvey because in Bramble, then we probably would have to cancel the program.
Anyway, more big up shipping port, my radio son, you know.
Yes.
I just last week me and him talk and Orville and tell me so my fee. About a week before that. So it couldn't be about a week ago. So my fee in a hospital with him grandfather.
Yeah, I think he mentioned it somewhere.
Yeah, go visit him and he took sick. Boy, me just sorry to know say between then I know him pass on, you know.
Yes.
And we couldn't even get to call him back and further investigate when I come on. You understand? Because me check say mother in come on for the better, you understand?
Yeah, man.
Come on, condolence to him. Orville, but me not hear you guys are mention anything about the Super 50, the ladies Super 50.
Yeah, well, we win 2 from 2.
We win 2 from 2.
We beat Leeward last night.
Right. And Barbados.
By 9 wickets. We beat Barbados first.
Yes. And
Bowl out Leeward for 90 and lose only 1 wicket.
Yeah, and then our opener, we actually hit it off losing only 1 wicket. Then our captain there,
Stephanie make a 90 yard.
Yeah. She got a 90 yard in the first game and then she took 3 wickets in this game.
Yeah, man.
So evidently her batting and bowling is coming.
I remember when we beat Barbados in our first game. Barbados are the defending champions.
Defending champion, you know.
So it's not like, we start well.
You know.
Yeah.
Was a big win, you know.
Right. So
moving on.
We got 2 from 2 looking good.
Yeah, looking good. And you know, some mommy be in a hold up the phone, you know.
Yes.
Queen's County. What name? QC?
QC, yes.
QC. Me like the fact that thing come on yesterday and what I say?
He recanted on the stance.
Yeah, right. Recanted.
Trying to use a horse race.
Because to be honest, that was most bramble of QC, you know, area.
Him accept it.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
And then he make me start things where X Factor did say about him can, say to a jockey boy, you go win the race. That is not so bramble after all, you know, Orville.
I told you that I'm sure he can do that every now and again.
Every now and again.
I don't know if he can consistently do that.
You understand?
But I'm sure there are times when a jockey won't be sure I'm chances.
Exactly. And it happened to me, you know. Because my favorite jockey back then used to be Winston Griffiths, you know. And if Winston Griffiths all 5 mount me, I am tempted to say all 5 are going by Winston, you know. Because I love Winston Griffiths that much.
Yes.
So I believe it. But with QC, you know, how can a jockey, Orville, win so many races according to him, and not win a classic or a derby or some Kentucky?
Well, based on what we are here, he wasn't competing in the A-class races.
So then how you mention him, or then how you mention a jockey like that to be the GOAT of all jockeys? Man?
No, man, but you can't, on the one hand, admire the man for recanting, using that word, and then knock him for the position that he had originally taken. Clearly, him realized, say the position
that was Bramble, so we leave it alone.
So yeah, for us, accept, say, him Bramble. Accept, say, him accept that he was.
Yes, to be honest, because as me
you can't now question how did he get to that. Once him say, boy, I may get it wrong.
I understand, man.
Right.
I understand. Because I know, so this, as me say, you know, X Factor thought that I had anything against him, you know, but I know that's how we use the cat and you know. We don't fear nobody, you know, but there have a time when a man correct or when I go back and look at certain things, I have to retract some things where you say, because X Factor saying what he said is not really too Bramble. You understand what I say?
I have heard far more Bramble things.
Exactly. So X Factor need a forward man, and QC, well, boy, I don't know, but well, let's hope he don't let me down any further. You understand?
All right, sir.
Little Sam should big up. Yes,
blessed man.
And big up the what you call her now? The promoter?
Producer, yeah.
I know me love the females, them in our way.
We know that.
Yes, man. Big up on yourself. Yes, sir.
All right, we'll take a break. We should have had Jesse Blake run about now, but we understand Jesse is coming off his yacht and will not be ready until 1:45. So keep your calls coming in between now and 1:45 and we'll have just that. We'll take the break though. We're coming back.
Wonder how we can go get a food, you know. You never hear about Preferred Choice Restaurant. Them locate at 101 Newland Road, Portmore, just across from Jones Supermarket. Them open every day from Monday to Saturday from 6:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Them have everything on the menu. Them do delivery to 528-0521 Preferred Choice Restaurant. Satisfying your taste buds. I will call them right now for your food.
Hurt less with Pharma Joint Flex. Taking Pharma Joint Flex daily helps to repair, replenish, and revitalize worn, damaged cartilage that causes joint pain. Do you suffer from arthritis and chronic joint pain? Then Pharma Joint Flex is the remedy for you. Our all-natural formula contains glucosamine and chondroitin, ingredients for joint repair, so you can get relief. Ask your pharmacist or doctor for Pharma Joint Flex, distributed by Massey.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bayway Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Dangel, Edgechem, Megamart, and Enibet. In Sports in a Minute, England's hope of salvaging a final victory from their tour of India is already in danger after an awful batting collapse on day one of the first test in Dharmasula. The tourists were spun out for 218, losing their last 8 wickets for 81 runs, and at one stage, 5 for 8 in 37 deliveries. Opener Zach Crawley made 79. On a good batting surface, albeit one offering turn, all 10 England batsmen fell to spin. Yadav Kuldeep Yadav took 5 for 72, while Ravindran Ashwin marked his 100th test with 4 for 51. That is Sports in a Minute. Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9999 9146. And in Maypen, Shop 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 986-7142. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Megamart, best value by far. And Anybet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Well, welcome back. Let me show you how Garvey is a very unintelligent man. His argument is that because obviously LeBron James is far more efficient than the little man, and he scores more points per game career-wise than the little man, and he's more efficient from three as well. So Garvey's argument is this: LeBron James scores a lot of his shots from close to the basket.
5 feet away.
5 feet away. That's what boosts his percentage. So Allen Iverson doesn't do that, which means that Allen Iverson is a better scorer. But Orville, do you realize that that would mean that Allen Iverson is also a better scorer than Shaquille O'Neal and all these great scoring centers, because Shaquille O'Neal lived even more so in the paint than LeBron James.
Right.
So the question is to unintelligent Garvey, who is a more dominant scorer? Shaquille O'Neal or Allen Iverson? The same thing for LeBron James, the same thing for Shaq. They score most of their basket close to the basket. As Shaq does it far more than LeBron James. So I want to know now, who is a greater scorer? Shaquille O'Neal or Allen Iverson?
All right, let's hear how he responds to that. 968-8117. Do we have somebody up? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Come on, Orville, Zidane, big up on yourself, man.
Big up, good afternoon.
Talk to us. By the line. Your line breaking up. Lord, it sounds like probably even another new caller. It's another new caller, Miss Bowen.
Caller, man. First time caller.
Yeah, man, your line breaking up though. You're calling from Jamaica, Riverside?
No, they're not Canada.
All right, we're hearing you a little bit better now. Let me talk too quick. Oh, Lord. Hello? Well, I don't know. If you're hearing us, call back. And like I said, the spirit bidding me that we're getting some more new callers. Today, new caller Thursday, we'll probably have to start calling. Hello? Boy, I'm not sure what's happening. Not sure what is happening. All right, 968-8117 are the numbers to call. If you're listening, the new caller from Canada, I imagine, or I think he did say Canada, call us back. Hello.
Hello. Is there something wrong with the line?
But I mean, I understand. He's there, but we're not hearing him at all. Hang up back if you yeah.
Hang up and try back. New caller from Canada.
Yeah, man. And again, we met the suggestion that if you're a new caller, get in now. Enough for you start me all the while on the road and want to talk sports when you need to talk sports on the radio. 968-8117. It's as easy as that right now. 968-8117. All right, who's this now? Yes.
This is my first time calling, but you know what is my problem now, Mr. Higgins? I don't really know much about sports, but I listen to the program for a good while now, you know.
Uh-huh.
And I usually watch the Red Stripe Premier League on a Monday night, and some of those good players, I don't really hear nothing about them again, man.
Like who?
Well, you know, our Frasers, we come from Frasers with players in us, so.
By the way, which name do we give you as a new caller?
Oral.
Oh, Oral.
Yeah, man.
Interesting. Are you calling from Fraser's Whip?
Yeah, from Fraser's Content there.
Rona, a center inside that?
St. John's Road, to be exact.
Yes. And you say you're not see
I'm not see none of them great Premier League football player again. Because we usually watch it on a Monday night, you know. I not really hear nothing about them upcoming football player again. I like I watch them wash out or them water out.
Then you have young ballers that do go on well, man.
Well,
you have Justin Dunn who.
Well, me taking that brother there. I think about 2 times now I've been watching him still.
I make a name for himself.
I make a name for himself, but
yeah,
you know,
school youth name. Well, just left school name Kaim Dixon. But
me and one man we cut vegetation for ask them a track. From what they me on talk about the ass business, you know, but take time what they call it. Nobody beat them up so much about the ass business and the book, you know, man.
Oh, you cut vegetation for the ass a track?
Yeah, man, cut vegetation for the ass a track, man.
When you say cut vegetation, I think I know what you mean, but explain.
Cut grass. Because the grass we cut for ask them a track at the time, you know.
Oh, so the horse now have to go look him on grass. You carry
no, you know the horse now have to go look him on grass because we have to cut the grass for him.
in I'm stable.
Yeah, man, because you know, once him there and I stable, you know, him can't come out, you know, because him come like a prison there, you
know. So grass always over Cayman, so no have a part of Cayman as well. You know, just allow grass to grow.
No, you know, we just go all about and go drive and look it, you know.
Oh, and Cayman as part the grass come from?
No, I know they come from, man. They deliver at the time.
We just deliver. So you have to do this like every day?
Every day, Monday to Friday, every day. Yeah, man. But I want to tell Zidane to take time to call them. He might beat them too hard, you know, man. You see all the umbre with the mango eating thing. What do you see? Whip him wicked, you know, man.
Is who that again?
Number one.
The man what I about him use mango for
oh, that's a San Diego.
Yeah. No, it's actually Orville was doing that whipping, if you call it whipping.
Take time beat him, but anyway, I'm up on the work still, no, Mr. Higgins. So, no, see a word, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Cool. What?
You know, so I never realize this is a job by itself. A man, we go look grass for the ass.
Yeah.
I tell you some, the more you listen, the more you learn. Is that another new caller, this? Deron? Someone want the new caller, them Rowan.
Orville.
I Deron.
Orville, Zidane.
Yes.
Pick up on yourself, man.
Mm-hmm.
Where you calling from, Deron?
I called us now, but Canada, man.
Are you the Canada call?
Drop.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So, my son out of breath. I run come upstairs.
Ah, boy. Take a while.
Right now.
Take a while and catch you. We'll give you that.
Yeah. So, the thing is, long time I listen to the program. Years now. From man down the road used to call me. I don't know if you remember them days there.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So Zidane used to call too.
Yes.
And remember the outside broadcast thing. So, I met you guys at one of the outside broadcasts. I think it was in Spanish Town.
Well, I don't remember that.
Yeah, man. Was right across from the Sagicor.
I remember, man.
Shopping center. Yeah, man.
I remember now. Yeah.
Actually come and meet the man them in person.
Yes.
You know, unfortunately, I don't get to come and none of the link up them. But honestly, I hope to make the link up this year, to be honest.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Like what I'm saying, you need to put out the dates.
Earlier.
Yeah,
man. Them cost me about that last.
Usual, you know?
Yeah.
As you know, I'm on the other side, so necessary plans have to make way beforehand.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. So, anyway, continue to beat them same way in Orville. Zidane, see you. See how big guy.
Well, there's some more beating coming for him. Hey, him tell some lies a while ago. Read again. Some more beating coming for him, you know. Just go on, hold on.
Lies a while ago.
Yeah, man, just go on, hold on. Just go on, hold on. Hey, Carla, the man come big. The man come big and bad the other day, you know. Orville, in far less games, Allen Iverson has more 40 points game and more 50 points game than LeBron James. That's a fact. Nothing to go so.
I heard that one, but in Eric himself,
no, man. You see, if I didn't go and check my boss, he would have run with it. I don't know if he even know the truth, you know, my boss. Based on how Garvey operates when it comes down to LeBron James, I don't know if he's trying to trick us, you know, when he calls the radio program, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe him when him talk, my boss.
Like
create some stats.
You have to take the approach where Orville take with Dwight Chateau, you know, because been listening to the program. Well, I don't get a chance to listen to it every day of the week because most of the times I'm out at work.
Yes.
I realize
Orville have a standoff approach when it comes to Dwight Chateau. No.
Can't manage him.
I'm not sure what.
Can't.
It's a bright player, Orville.
That man bright. That man bright than me.
I win the argument.
Him win the argument even before the argument start.
Yeah, man, me introduce a couple of people to the show, you know. And one of the issues that them have, though, is that King, and we not blame nobody, it's just a situation where the regular callers, they know how to get on.
Them call and wait, man. That's what they do. They wait 40 minutes, half hour. Them just have more patience than the average person. That's what
I've been trying to call the program for the longest while. Like when I tell you how long me I listen.
Yes.
Right? You must know something is a long time listener. I'm talk about the news today at Jamaica. Religiously me I listen to the program every single day. You know, when you migrate, it's kind of different, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'm glad to bring back the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Because I was dying for that to come back too, because the nights now, you can get to listen to the program at my own leisure.
Boy, this is touchy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. You can get to listen to the program at my. Tell you this. I've gone to the extent where we introduce people. I have a son who I do sports psychology at UTech, right? I mean, I say, here what? You really want to listen to a good sport program and decide to. We introduce that to him.
Yes.
I'm not how far he must take it in terms of introducing it to other persons, right? But the program big, man.
Yes,
international thing, I tell you. Man, them you them don't deserve an accolade, don't I get?
But I think it's a statue them for make a win.
I think y'all push it still, but
all right, at the very least, I think them must make the Carrimac students who are studying broadcasting listen to this program.
And I admit from the day I got here, you mentioned it before.
Yes.
Right? Like when I introduced my son to it, he's studying sports psychology.
Yeah. Hold on. I think we may have just bet after the break.
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
I hear the same thing after.
Yeah. All right, make we beg 1 minute out of just bet time. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
As a new caller from Canada.
Yeah, man. Me hold, man. Because I've been holding for a long time.
All right. Give me a minute then, Miss Boy.
Get quality cars from Acorn Sales Auto Limited, located at Lot 53 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center. Need a car from Japan or United Kingdom or special order? Call 876-616-4777 or WhatsApp 876-333-5555. They assist with registration, transfer, and license. Just visit Acorn Sales Auto at Lot 53 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center for quality cars at competitive prices.
So refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sonia? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? Not clean manufacturing water. So refreshing. Me like it. Clean water. Located at 20 Syndham Commercial, Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192 or email cleanconcept@gmail.com.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're talking to new caller Darun from Canada. Darun, you have a minute, so use it wisely.
Yes. Yeah, man. Thanks. One of the things we want to big up Antina Orville is that I don't know of any other talk to man calling and get a job after calling in after a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I tried. I don't know if that ever happened. And
no, I can't remember that ever happening.
No, man, that to me, that's a history. I've never heard of it before, right? So, you know, and Zidane see the growth.
Yes.
Really see the growth and leave my boss. Respect you.
Yeah, man. You're really a veteran listener, man.
Yeah, respect, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man. Because I remembered when you left and went to another station, right?
Yes.
They start listening to you, and I try, go back and forth
Yes.
between the two stations. They were big silly. That is, but and one of the things why me listen to the thing too. It's not just about sports. It's about reasoning, right?
Yes.
And really love that department. But if it was just about sports, I could have just some. I don't need to hear no sports. I could have turned on the TV and watch some sports, right?
No, it's the ability to reason out a position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the primary reasons to listen to the show. And I want to tell you, how me discover the show in Orville. I get injured, right? And I do a surgery, I do a knee surgery. I was a serving member. I was in the army, right?
Yes.
So I do a knee surgery, and I'm a dead woman. Boy, I mean, I skip through the channels them, and I say, from watching TV to doing nothing at all.
Right.
Skip through the radio station them, and I say, wait, man, I sound like some other one we can really listen to. At one point in time, my wife, I said, yo, listen to this thing more than what you're doing, singing at the place and whatever, she get upset.
Maybe become problem in your household now.
Yeah, I want to tell you, to the extent of me start get out to listen to it. Anytime we are do streets and, and she in the car, me in the car, kids them in the car, I hit me a turn on to, and them are listen to it, and them realize that it's not just sport.
Yes.
Reason. And yeah, man, so.
Is a lot of people tell me that something in my boss. That the ability to construct an argument is second to none. I genuinely believe that the people teach up a carryback. Because if you're going to be a practicing broadcaster, and especially if you're into sports, me genuinely feel Sports Desk is the program that you should listen to understand how to construct an argument. How to build up a story. Yeah, man.
The other day, you brought up that point the other day. I said to myself, I'm in 100% agreement with you.
Yes.
Gentlemen, come here, man. You don't want to change. You know what, brother?
All right.
You don't want to change. Do not change course.
All right.
Deal with the thing same way. Nobody come and come bully, And
all right. Make we leave it there, so we have a sponsored program, but keep calling. Here, sir.
Manners and respect.
Yeah, man. Big up. So that's the road from Canada. Now we have the man off his yacht. Jesse Blake, how are you, sir?
It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game. From Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion.
All right, so now we have Sir Jesse. How are you, the boss?
I'm doing very well this afternoon. Good afternoon to you, all your team and your listeners.
Yeah, man.
Quite an enthusiastic caller right there.
Yeah, man. The man calling from Canada and saying, boy, a lot of things were kind of touching,
Yes.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, it's well done. Well done. That's the power of the sports desk. Eh? You should be proud of yourself.
Indeed it is. All right, so we're going to we go straight into the EPL.
Yeah, man.
And Arsenal will be taking on Brentford. Arsenal are going to win that one easy. But I want you to tell me how big the scoreline will be.
All right, not a problem. This game takes place Saturday at 12:30 in the afternoon Jamaica time. Of course, Arsenal having a wonderful 2024. They are now 7 wins in a row in the EPL. Well, their rampant performance, though, hasn't seen them move past third place just yet due to 2 teams that we're going to be talking about in just a bit. Now, here it is that Brentford, they could have had all 3 points, but were forced to settle for a draw at home last weekend. That draw means that Brentford, they've won just one of their last 7 league matches. Let's get right into the final result bet option, which is a simple, straight-up, basic option that offers odds on each team to win and odds on the draw. It is Arsenal who's favored to win handily at $1.22. Brentford come in the underdog at $12 even, and the draw attracts odds of $6.33. Let's get into correct score betting. Simple how it works if you have never heard of this before. Can you predict the score of a game and that's the correct score at the end of regulation and stoppage time? It can work out very well for you. When you visit justbetja.com or justbet location near you, you'll have the opportunity to place a bet on any scoreline that you think is the correct scoreline for each and every football game. For Arsenal hosting Brentford this Saturday, 12:30 in the afternoon, you can capitalize on a number of correct score bets, including if it's Arsenal 3-0, a $500 bet pays $3,750 in winnings. If it's Arsenal 3 goals to 1, $5,000 on offer with a $500 bet. And if it's Arsenal 4-1, $7,500 on offer with $500 work. Now for Brentford, correct score bets include if they win by a goal to nil, a $500 bet pays $15,000 in winnings. If it's Brentford 2-1, marginally better payout, $15,500 in winnings with a $500 wager. But if Brentford manages to beat Arsenal by 2 goals to nil, you would be $45,500 happier with only a $500 effort. Can that happen? I know that Liverpool and Manchester City fans would love for that to happen, but it won't according to my prediction. Arsenal 4 goals to 1, $7,500 in winnings is a $500 bet, taking the class of Arsenal to win this game, $1.22 straight up.
4 goals to 1, you said?
Yeah, man.
Well, I am the way our Arsenal is going on. I'm prepared to add 1 more to that.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm going
Are
5 goals to 1.
5 goals to 1. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just type that into the JustBet correct score betting calculator. And according to what I am seeing here, Arsenal by 5 goals to 1 would pay $12,000 even with a $500 bet.
And let me just throw into the listeners. I said it yesterday. Why they might be wondering why I'm so, so what's the word I'm looking for now? So prepared. The word that escaped me now. Arsenal has a record for being the only team in Premier League history to score 5 goals in 3 straight away games.
Yeah.
This is a team that has scored 31 goals in their last 7 games. So
Yes,
I don't know, they're getting goals like confetti at the moment.
That's true.
So I feel that liberal goal scoring mode will continue. Anyway, many people are saying that this is the most anticipated game for the entire season.
I'd agree.
Liverpool welcoming Manchester City this Sunday. This one is, like I said, maybe the most anticipated game all year. How you see it?
Yes. I want to hear your continued analysis on it. So let me just go right to the on.
Yes.
Sunday morning, 10:45 Jamaica time. Big matchup. Huge matchup.
You ready?
So sorry about the bike there.
Oh, yes.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sometimes these bikes are so loud. I'm so sorry. Let's get right into the odds, shall we? City, the favored team, the road team, $2.25. Liverpool, the home team, the underdog, $2.85. And the draw at $3.75. For this game, correct score bets that you can exploit include, if it is that City wins 2-1, a $500 bet pays $4,750 in winnings. City 3-1, $8,000 on offer with a $500 bet. And City 3-2, $10,000 even with a $500 bet. Now for Liverpool, correct score bets include if they win by 2 goals to 1, a $500 bet pays $5,500 in winnings. Liverpool 2-0, $9,500 on offer with a $500 bet. Liverpool 3-1, $10,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. A 2-all draw for me, $6,000 even with a $500 bet. Going with the draw at odds of $3.75 straight up.
Draw? What's that? You're an artist now. This is the game.
A masterpiece.
This is the game that City will demonstrate that you don't rule out champions. Champions are not easily deprived, especially a champion team as driven as Pep Guardiola is. He wants to be the first team in England to win, 4 EPL titles.
Yes,
Liverpool
correct.
stands in their way at the moment, and I believe this weekend's game, if Pep Guardiola ever give any pep talk, it will be for this game. I don't see Liverpool winning this one, and I don't see a draw. In fact, I don't even think it's going to be a victory by a 1 goal margin. It's 3-1 them look money again.
3-1.
3-1 them money again.
3-1 in Manchester City's favor.
Yeah.
Let me see here, would pay $8,000 even with a $500 bet. This is a statement game for both teams. Definitely agree with you on that.
Yes.
And we'll see what happens come Sunday morning.
All right, and then we go over to the Italian Serie A. Atalanta will play at Juventus. Talk to us about that.
All right, let's get right into this one. Juve is the favored team according to the Just Bet final result bet option. They have their Scudetto hopes alive and well. Only Inter can deny them of the title right now. It's Juve at make that $2.14 straight up. Atalanta, they have European football prospects still playing for that. They're the underdog at $3.40. The draw $3.33. Correct score bets for this game, folks, include if Atalanta wins 1-0, a $500 bet pays $4,500 in winnings. If Atalanta wins 2-1, $6,000 even with a $500 bet, and Atalanta 2-0, $8,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Now for Juve, the old lady, correct score bets include if they win 2-1, a $500 bet pays $4,500 in winnings. Juventus 2-0, $4,750 in winnings with a $500 wager. And if it's Juve by 3-1, $9,500 on offer with a $500 bet. Juve at home, can't deny them. I'm taking them to win this game. 2-1, $4,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Juventus $2.14 straight up.
Yeah, I like the 2-1 for Juve.
All right. Well, we agree on the last one. Not bad.
All right, boss. Take us to the break.
Yeah, man. Of course, for all your favorite sports, folks, make it justbetja.com. Also, supremegames.com. Yet another new offering that we have for the public. Supremegames.com or justbetja.com, or pop into one of our over 100 JustBet locations island-wide to get in the game and win big. Of course, Orville, to you, your team, and the listeners, from all of us at JustBet, stay safe, enjoy the games. Liverpool, Man City, Sunday go crazy.
Yes,
Yo, have a great weekend, my friend.
Yeah, man. Big up Jesse Blake.
Yeah, man.
All right, that's
that was the
Just Bet. All right, we're coming.
Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
Blessings. Have you been blessed by the Real Talk Show with Bishop Manning? Well, you can listen to the Real Talk Show Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the Omega Radio app. Just go to your app store and look for Omega Radio, or listen live on the Omega Church Broadcasting Network website. That's www.omegachurchradio.com. You can also watch on Facebook at Omega Church. On YouTube, you can watch the live church service at Omega Church or Omega Radio. You can also call us at 876-319-1148 or 876-613-9129. The toll-free number is 877-494-0253. That was a paid advertisement by Omega Radio.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Oh, it's time for music.
Time for music, and then we come back to the calls, and brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream in Color. This one is by DJ Nicholas, and it's called Can't Stop It.
You see once the fire starts, you can't stop it. The Holy Ghost is moving and you can't stop it. Stop what? You can't stop it, no, you can't stop it. Chains have been broken and you can't stop it. You can't stop it, you can't stop it. It's like fire in my bones and you can't stop it. You can't stop it, you can't stop it. All the gospel is preaching and you can't stop it. You know what happens when the fire starts. All right, truth I gotta
a move, church a burn down. Then I wake up, some a run round. This a real thing, this a no fun round. More we praise and the more fire come down. They are believers, them compound. Some never believe, but them a come round. Lift the sun up, down, put the sun down. We praise loud, and we not turn down.
You can't stop it. The Holy Ghost is moving, and you can't stop it. You can't stop it. No, you can't stop it. It's like fire in my bones, and you can't stop it. You can't stop it. No, you can't stop it. It's like the day of Pentecost, and you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. I see the blind eyes being open, so you can't stop it. You can't stop it. No.
Them can't shut we up, not even with them mouth. Cut we up, or use them gun, but we up. When God overfull, so we cup we up. Why use cold water, wet we up, and tell lie. We try set we up, like God. Them want shut we up, no matter how we put down, God get we up. You can't stop, what can I do? When we bring too loud, it's bad you. You should be sharing the gospel with your brother too. With your sister, with your mother, if you other too. Don't allow deception to swallow you. Make the devil think you're naive and shallow to spiritual like now. No way at all, you should have seen God make the whole world follow you. God bless you.
Can't stop it. The gospel is preaching, and you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Get up at the rest of the world, and you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. I see the people rejoicing, so you can't stop it. No, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. I see the chains on it. You can't stop it. No, you can't stop it.
Yes, you're right now to it. Me want everybody to take out them raga. Because we are people when I cheer my God. So no matter where you get it from, no why you just follow it. I'm no want see some people when crazy for God. Hold it up.
Lift them up now.
And down.
Put them down now.
And up.
Lift them up, yeah.
And down.
Put them down, yeah.
And up.
Lift them up, yeah.
And up. And down. And up and down. And up and down. And up and up and up and yes.
You can't stop it now. The Holy Ghost is moving, and you can't stop it. You can't stop it now. You can't stop it. It's like the day of Pentecost, and you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Oh, it didn't make no sense you try, but you can't stop it. No, you can't stop it. No, you can't stop it. You see the lame now, they're walking, so you can't stop it. You can't stop it.
All right, so there we go. Can't Stop It by DJ Nicholas. That's our first selection on the program, and it's brought to you by EdgeChem for people who dream in color.
All right, before we come to the next caller, Garvey said something during the conversation that LeBron James' first 4 appearances in the playoffs, he shot less than Iverson from 3. I'm not even sure what he meant. Probably he meant the first 4 games, because when I did my check a while ago, LeBron James' first year in the playoffs at Cleveland now, so we're not going to mind because he wants us to stick to Cleveland. He said he wasn't playing with any other great player. LeBron James' first year in the playoffs, LeBron James shot 33% from 3. Allen Iverson's first year in the playoffs, Allen Iverson shot 28% from 3. So LeBron first year was Allen Iverson's first year from 3. LeBron is better. So let's look at LeBron James' career at Cleveland for the first go around in the playoffs. It's 29.8 points per game, 46% from the field, 31% from 3, and he attempted 21 shots per game. That is his first 5 years with Cleveland in the playoffs. Now let's look at Allen Iverson's first 5 years. Let's match first 5 for first 5. Iverson, 28 points per game as well, 29.8 rather. 39% from the field, so that's less than LeBron James' 46%. And Allen Iverson shot 31% from 3. So himself and LeBron James basically does the same thing from 3 when they are playing on bad teams. Then Orville.
Yes.
If we do the same thing from 3, because it's either you're going to score a 3-pointer or a 2-pointer in basketball.
Right.
So we are doing the exact same thing from 3. But then LeBron James is better from 2. Is we score you want?
No simple thing. No, I think it's another argument. I think Garvey is just trying to troll you and trying to get you flustered. Because I don't think there's anything to that.
All right, Dwight Chatu.
Man,
good afternoon, Dwight.
Zidane, how are you?
Yeah, not bad.
Zidane, permit me a minute. I heard a caller calling, and he was saying something about the interaction between myself and Orville. All right? And let me just say this because I do not want the wrong impression to be made. I think callers will always hear me say I've never disrespected a guest on this program, a host on this program. I'm always respectful. I think respect is due. And I also say I'm here for the discussion. I'm here for the debate. I'm not here for the disrespect. Now, what happened recently is that my name was called alongside a particular activity, which would only hurt me. My name is actually Dwight Chatu in person. That's not a moniker. That's not a fake name. That's my real name. All right, that's what people know me as in my career. And some stuff was said about me, which would only have hurt me and prevented me, and would have harmed my ability to make money, and would have harmed my reputation. Now I called the program the first time it happened, and I said, "Don't do that." No, that was repeated. And the second time, I insisted that the comment be withdrawn and an apology be given. Now, the time when Orville gave the apology, he said that there will be some changes. And one of the changes that he has made since then is that he has decided that he will not interact with me. I'm here for the interaction. If Orville wants to talk, I'm right here to talk. But I'm not here for the disrespect. Okay, caller? So it's not all this thing about, I'm moving away from Dwight Chatu. It's curious that decision to move away from me was not made in January or in early February. It was made, or in February, it was made just recently after he was asked to apologize. Okay? Now, Zidane, your turn.
Yes.
Zidane, watch me be. I give you my list about my top 7 all time ever. I'm going to tell us to go home and do some homework. And let me hear your list. Talk to me.
Oh, you want my list? You know, sir.
Your list. I don't want to teeth nobody list.
No, you know that I completely forgot to do anything though in that regard.
Zidane, why do you think that is? All right, I'm going to give you some more time.
Yes.
I'm going to give you some more time. But we need to fear your list though. But Zidane, why do you think it's so ludicrous to leave out Murali out of my top 7?
All right, I will have to check on some of the names that you mentioned.
Yeah,
because off the top of it, it's not a ridiculous list that you gave.
No, man, it's a wicked list.
It's a wicked list, man. So I'll have to check on a couple of the names that I'm not familiar with, like Truman, for example. But the others...
Freddie did bad.
Yeah, man, the others are credible. So it's not ridiculous. And the analysis that you gave as to why you probably would have had some others ahead of him are good, some good analysis.
Let me give you 3 more gems about Murali. Murali need a whole heap of overs to get his stats. On average, in bowl like 55 overs per test match. These other guys are bowling between 30 and 40 overs per test match. See? If some of these guys were able to bowl, were bowling that, because the reason them don't bowl more is that the side get bowl out, other man get wicket. If they were bowling that, they would have surpassed Murali. See? Secondly, Murali only plays well when conditions favors him. Let me see what the word to use. My best judge of when a condition favors you to bowl is when one team wins the toss and put you in to bowl.
Remind us of your 7 again that I heard of him.
Sure, no problem, man. Mr. Marshall, Bumrah, Steen, Ghana, Rabada, Truman, Ambrose. All right. Now, one of the things with Murali is that when his side loses the toss and they're asked to field, to bowl, meaning that the other captain thinks is a nice batting pitch, is a nice batting wicket. Murali is bowling just like Jason Holder. See? Murali a bowl like Jason Holder. See? The other man, them still a bowl 25 and lower. Nice stuff, you know? Murali standards drop once him get a nice or sweet little wicket. Now the final thing with Murali, and whether people like it or not, the Dusra, that illegal delivery that he was told to stop bowling, that is the thing that turned Murali into a superstar. Before the Dusra, and Murali tells the story now, he went to India mashing him up. And he goes across the Kapil Dev and him say, yo, and Kapil tells him, boss man, unless you can move the ball the other way, you're not going to get much success, dude. Zin? And then he sees Shakleen Mustak bowling the Dusra, and he goes to Shakleen to teach him how to bowl this Dusra. And then he starts to practice it. Up until 1997, Really, was this an ordinary bowler? No better than, say, Nathan Lyons. Huh? Good bowler. No better than Nathan Lyons. I'm going to say ordinary. Good bowler. No better than Nathan Lyons. But he had only taken around 95 wickets in 5 years. After he discovers the Dusra, he took 100 wickets in the next 2 years. And he goes on to be a rock star. See? Now, after them, by around 2004 or whenever, when them trying to stop bowl the Dusra, by that time, him confidence now up, him have a name, him have a reputation, people fear him. Him can go along and do him things.
So he was a better ODI bowler than a test bowler in your opinion?
No, man. I'm just saying the Dusra, that delivery was the thing that moved him in test cricket. That was it, both in test and one-day cricket. He was not that great before that. All right? And that was the delivery that turned him to a rock star. Now, one final thing. Me hear you and Bull, I look at me and tell me that I'm living in fantasy land. When I say to
expecting us to drop the same number of points against the others.
All right.
That will happen, do it.
All right, let me hear you talk. And we are talking as Arsenal fans.
Yes.
Liverpool will lead us by 2 points. We need Liverpool to drop points over the next 11 games. True or false?
Yes.
Which team is most likely to help us to get Liverpool to drop those points?
Realistically, Man City.
Okay.
Yes. That'll be the number one.
So you, if you had a preference with dropping 3 points from Man City, or dropping those 2 points through Man City,
no, because
which would you pick?
Because Man City is also ahead of Arsenal. I want the game to end in a draw.
Yeah, but remember we have to play Man City,
Yes, but
no, in both scenarios.
Yes,
but Zidane, think about it. Whether
but do I?
They tie in your
hold on, do I?
You go on.
Being ahead of Man City going into that game at Etihad gives us a better chance of winning that game, because Man City will have to come at us in full throttle, which will enable us to knock them on the count and lick out them teeth.
Okay.
So putting Man City under pressure, meaning they are playing catch up against us, give us a better chance to win that game at Etihad. You're not looking at it from that
after the break.
Yeah, man. 1 minute after the break, we're coming back.
Right, cool, no problem.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
Visit H&L Ultimate Touch Promotions, Jamaica's leading promotional company at 34 Studio One Boulevard, Kingston 5. Come celebrate our 15th anniversary and enjoy 15% discount, 15% off bags, pens, mugs, lunch coolers, lower end, high end, and executive gifts. Visit and browse at www.ultimatetouch.espwebsite.com or call us at 876-754-782-526. Let us help you tell your brand story. We bring the printing to your door.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get something from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VMBS money transfer. CFA faster, easier. Sign up for VMBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. VMBS money transfer. Get ready to score big with Just Bet and SportsMax this UEFA Champions League season. Bet $1,500 or more from March 1st to June 1st, 2024, online or in-store for your chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to the UEFA Champions League finals in London. Plus, weekly prizes like earpods and gaming vouchers, iPhone, Samsung Galaxy S23s, and so much more. Sign up today at supremegames.com and get in on the action. Just Bet. Your game, your passion. Conditions apply. Follow Just Bet JA on Facebook and Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older to play. Also by the Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Back with you now, Dwight.
All right. So yours, I have a feedback. Okay, yeah. So your strategy is that you want to tie that game with Man City.
No.
And you want Liverpool and Man City to tie that game.
Which means if I win, I go ahead of both.
Okay, cool.
So I go into the game against Man City ahead of them.
The game against Man City that we have to play.
Yes.
If we go ahead don't we still need to win that game?
Yeah, man, but we could be patient in the game. Man City will have to be playing catch up because we are ahead of them coming to that fixture.
Won't we at the end of the game have to win
but
the game?
you don't just go win a football game, so do I chat with. There's tactics in them, boss, and based on how you play.
You can call tactics some more.
No, but do I? The realistic.
No, slow down, man.
No, I am slowed.
No, it's me asking the question.
Yes.
At the end of 90 minutes, won't we have to win that game?
Yes, but how do you go into a game against a better team with more talent at their home ground and just think you're going to win the game? So it's better to be ahead of them in the table when you play that game, boss. They will have to come at us. We can be more patient. We can sit deep behind the ball, knowing that they will have to come at us. If we go into that game,
no, hold off. You think at the start of the game,
yes,
everybody knows that Arsenal has to win the game, or Liverpool will take over the
no.
the table.
Listen to me, boss. Man City, you're looking at Arsenal alone, and it's two teams going to play the game. I'm saying to you,
no, but it's three teams interested in the game.
Yeah, but hold on, Chateau, man. Going into the game, if we are ahead of Man City, Man City know they need the 3 points even more than Arsenal, my boss, which put us in a better position to win that game.
Sir.
Man says, sir.
I'm gonna ask you again.
Why can't reason football?
Yeah, man. Me you're all right. At the start of the game, won't it be common knowledge that Arsenal need to win the game, or Liverpool would leapfrog them and go back to the top of the table?
You're repeating yourself.
Okay, the answer is yes.
The
answer is yes. And this thing where you're saying,
give me. You're not doing any analysis, my boss. You're just talking.
Let me make my final statement.
Yeah, man, go on.
Me hear you. This thing that you're saying, that at the start of the game, Man City know that they need to win. Arsenal know that they need to win. But because Arsenal are
No, I never said that. You're not listening. I said between the two teams playing in that game, Man City know they need the 3 points more than Arsenal. And that would be an advantage to Arsenal going into the game.
Man City need the 3 points.
More than us because we would be ahead of Man City.
Okay, yes. I hear what you're saying. But let me finish my statement.
Yeah,
me the thing that I try fix up.
Man, say me a fix up. A real analysis I get do it. No, some hypothetical thing I come with.
All right, but hear what my
come with the hypothetical.
Yeah. Hear what you're saying. At the start of the game, it will be common knowledge right across the world that if Arsenal doesn't win the game, Liverpool will leapfrog them and go back and take charge of the league. It will be known by Man City, by Arsenal.
If they win,
it will be known by Pep. It will be known by Arteta. It will be known by Klopp. All these managers will know the permutation.
But Liverpool will be listen. No, do I chat too? When Arsenal is going,
I don't understand how me can ever make my point.
Boy, you make your point already.
No, me not make my point. You tell me say about me make my point.
I finish the
point. You come back in.
Finish the
point. Go ahead and make you hear me.
No, man, finish the point, man. Come on, wrap up. Yeah.
This idea that just because in the table so and so leading us. That won't cause Man City to be reckless in the game, and
I never said anything about reckless, my boss.
Man City will be coming at us, and they'll leave space in the back for Arsenal to counter-attack and win the game. I don't think that is anything.
Because you are not an analyst, my boss. You are just a man. We like to talk.
I think that because it is common knowledge that Arsenal need to win the game.
No, Arsenal does not need to win that game. No, Arsenal is a boy manager. No, man, Arsenal does not need to win that.
Do you think Pep is a boy manager?
Boss.
No, do you think Pep Guardiola, the one who you say is the greatest manager? No, you say Pep is the greatest manager. And what you're saying is that because of a particular setup, Pep is going to make a schoolboy mistake.
Boss, you just
he will not make a schoolboy mistake.
You don't analyze the thing.
Okay, you not analyze your analysis.
A real analysis you get.
Your analysis is bent on Pep making a schoolboy mistake.
Which schoolboy error?
And Arsenal,
no, it's not an error. It's a reality. It's a reality. If Arsenal lead Man City going into the game, Man City need the game more than Arsenal, my boss. That's a fact.
What is wrong with this man? Also needs to win the game.
We got my boss.
No. Whether you say it a billion times or more, Arsenal needs to beat Man City.
We got. And Man City needs to beat Arsenal even more because they are behind.
I prefer to be leading after 2
So you would cheer for your team to lose the lead come Sunday. You're brambling, my boss.
Well, we tell you what I want.
All right, big up yourself.
All right, cool, no problem. Thanks again, King.
Cool.
Yeah, respect.
All right, so Dwight is a little too bright for me, so I can't take him on. So the problems that you're having now, but he said some things that I'm gonna challenge. Among the things he said is that Muriel Litherland only does well when conditions suit him.
Yeah.
Generally, conditions suit you on spin-friendly tracks. So subcontinent, India, Pakistan, maybe Sri Lanka. Let's see how he does when he's playing in countries that are not spin-friendly.
South Africa, New Zealand, England, Australia.
South Africa, England, New Zealand, Australia.
Yes.
In England, Mura Lithuanian takes wickets at 19 apiece.
What?
19.2.
So why do I didn't tell me that?
He's not going to tell you that. That's why I said this man too bright for me. He creates his own narratives, creates his own facts. And then when you're trying to counter them, he never ever gives you a chance and try bully you. So you and him have to deal with that from here on. But the facts are, people, England is not considered spin-friendly conditions generally. Miller takes wickets in England at 19 apiece. New Zealand,
yes,
the country that you just mentioned, is also a country that is not considered spin-friendly. Enough green top, enough swing,
yes,
similar to England. In New Zealand, he also takes wickets at 19 apiece. South Africa, which is known probably even more than Australia, as a pitch with bounce, not necessarily spin-friendly. He takes wickets in South Africa at 26 apiece. So in England, 19 apiece. In New Zealand, 19 apiece. In South Africa, 26 apiece.
So it's really in Australia they beat him up.
In Australia, he gets clobbered.
So it is not true that it is only great in spin-friendly conditions.
That is definitely not true. Not in England, not in New Zealand, not in South Africa. Those are figments of Dwight Chateau's imagination. He gets clobbered in Australia. He was right that after his Dusra.
Yes, I remember.
So in amongst the foolishness that
that was a good point.
That was a good point. They called him in Australia for flinging, you know. Not only once, but twice. Them called him in a one-day game and them called him down in a test match. Now, in Australia, more than anywhere else, this brother about a bowl of Dusra again. Or he I believe he tries too hard when he's in Australian conditions to, what would I call it, be a pure off spinner, as opposed to, because me personally think me really action suspect for it. But after them clear him with this 15 degrees thing, if the last time him a bowl, then I bowl him a bowl. But in Australia, where he was called twice, I get the feeling that in Australia he tries a little bit too hard to be upright. So them club eye. Dwight also says that when the captain win the toss and choose a bat in nice batting conditions, Mirali not effective. He didn't tell us how he knows what good batting conditions are. The fact that I choose to bat don't necessarily mean that the batting conditions are great, you know. It may mean that I don't want to bat last.
Correct.
You understand me? In other words, a lot of captains win the toss and bat because they don't want to bat last. And when you bat first, you don't bat last. You get the point?
Yes.
They might think, well, on this thing I go spin and turn and crack up by day 5, so it better me bat first, pan a thing. So it's not always because you think it's a great batting surface when you bat first. That's another foolishness that Dwight Chateau have, and talk it with such authority. But then here are the figures for what Mura Lithuanian does in each innings when he bowls. When he bowls first, when the captain win the toss and him no effective, him take wickets at 26 apiece in the first innings of a test match.
Yes.
So in the first innings, 26. In the second innings, him take wickets at 21 apiece. In the third innings, him take wickets at 21 apiece. In the fourth innings, him take wickets at 21 apiece. So, like any other spinner in the world, you're more effective as the game goes on.
We are on tier on the field.
Very rarely any spinner, Mura Lithuanian or otherwise, is going to do as well on a day 1 pitch or on a day 2 pitch as on a day 4 and day 5 pitch. That's just not the nature of what.
So that was a poor point.
So first of all, the argument that he only does well in spin-friendly conditions, not true. The argument that he doesn't do well when the captain win the toss and asks him to bowl. If taking 26 wickets, if taking wickets at 26 apiece makes you poor, then I don't understand sport.
Cricket. We don't understand.
Clearly, not understand football. What you were explaining was
basic,
elementary.
Yeah.
So in the first innings, the guy takes wickets at 26 apiece, which is very, very decent. But second innings, 21 apiece. Third innings, 21 apiece. Fourth innings, 21 apiece. This guy is very, very special, and only people with basic lack of cricketing intelligence would argue otherwise. You don't get 800 wickets by going to the store and say, "Oh, much
Not at all. That is too many wickets.
It's a joke." And as to the argument that he bowls a lot of overs to get these wickets,
but the strike rate is similar to Ambrose. He said that.
That is the point.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how many overs I bowl in a game.
Yes.
It is how many balls I bowl to get people out. So if he and Ambrose have the same strike rate, why does it matter how many overs?
Yeah, that was another point.
That was another fool point. But the guy's too bright for me. So when he called, you take one of these things. How do you and Ambrose have the same strike rate? And then you talk about the man has to bowl a lot of overs to get wickets. By the way, spinners tend to bowl more overs than pacers.
Yeah, because it's easier for them physically.
Yes. So the pacers are going to bowl less than the spinners.
Yeah, they're going to need more.
And the pacers are going to blast your position more than spinners. You know. Spin bowling by its very nature set you up. You know.
Yes.
The pace bowlers them catch up on a green top, but when you run, they won't just lick you away. Spinners usually have to work you.
Correct.
So again, it's another fool point. But not surprised. We're talking about right. We'll take a break.
We'll come back.
Visit Garrett Trading and Installation at 169 Constant Spring Road and 10 to 12 Cleardale Avenue for all your tiling and classic stone needs. Call 876-634-9773. The time by Garrett Trading is 2:30.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Dangel, Edgechem, Megamart, and Enibet. Rafael Nadal has pulled out of Indian Wells 24 hours before his first round match with Milos Raonic on Friday. Nadal made his long-awaited return at January's Brisbane International after almost a year with injury. However, the Spaniard sustained a hip injury at the tournament, which ruled him out of the Australian Open. Nadal played an exhibition match against Carlos Alcaraz on Sunday, but said he's not ready yet to play at the highest level. That is Sports in a Minute. Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen, Shop 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 986-7142. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Megamart, best value by far. And Enibet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly.
Get ready to score big with Just Bet and SportsMax this UEFA Champions League season. Bet $1,500 or more from March 1st to June 1st, 2024, online or in-store for your chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to the UEFA Champions League finals in London. Plus, weekly prizes like AirPods and gaming vouchers, iPhone, Samsung Galaxy S23s, and so much more. Sign up today at supremegames.com and get in on the action. Just Bet. Your game, your passion. Conditions apply. Follow Just Bet JA on Facebook and Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older to play. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Blessings. Have you been blessed by the Real Talk Show with Bishop Manning? Well, you can listen to the Real Talk Show Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the Omega Radio app. Just go to your app store and look for Omega Radio or listen live on the Omega Church Broadcasting Network website. That's www.omegachurchradio.com. You can also watch on Facebook at Omega Church. On YouTube, you can watch the live church service at Omega Church or Omega Radio. You can also call us at 876-319-1148 or 876-613-9129. The toll-free number is 877-494-0253. That was a paid advertisement by Omega Radio.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Who's there now? CC from Portmore.
Let me say this: a man can be the better player, greater player, but there are things that can be where a next player who is not as great as that player is greater than. For example, Jordan, for many people, including myself, is considered the greatest basketballer of all time. LeBron for some people say Kareem, the much winner the conversation, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
However, if you should say the greatest 3-point shooter of all time, who would that be?
Curry.
Steph Curry.
Yes.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that Steph Curry is a greater or better basketball player than Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Or LeBron James. Or Kevin Durant.
Yeah, man.
And yeah. But let's dive into it. In terms of greatest scorers of all time, the greatest scorers of all time, right? LeBron James, for me, is in the top 10. But he's not in the top 5. He's in the top 10 though, by virtue of his consistency in terms of his scoring, the fact that he has the all-time scoring record.
No man. Tell me your top 5. You don't have to butt up LeBron James. Tell me your top 5.
No, what? All right. So top 5, you have MJ, you have Wilt, you have Kobe, you have KD, and this one is the one where people are going to probably push back on, but there's a reason why. James Harden. You have James Harden there as well.
How is Kobe a better scorer than LeBron James?
All right. Listen. The LeBron James, in terms of, remember, you have 3 levels of scoring. At the rim, you have mid-range, you have behind the arc, right? In terms of getting fouled, going to the free throw line, putting up free throws, all them things there, they're a factor in scoring. LeBron James, when it comes down to the whole package of scoring, LeBron James is lacking in certain facets.
No, man. You're not giving me any explanation. Let me ask you the question again.
I'm giving you the explanation.
Based on what is Kobe Bryant a better scorer than LeBron James?
So I'm saying based on Kobe Bryant in terms of the all-around package at the rim, in terms of the 3-level scoring, in terms of getting forward and making your free throws, in terms of scoring overall.
So he's a better scorer. So hold on. So he's a better scorer because he's a better free throw shooter than LeBron James?
That is also factored into it. Ball handling, shooting,
all right. Then hold on.
Part of what you describe.
Then hold on. When you go into a basketball game, do you want someone to score a bunch of points and do it efficiently?
You want somebody to score, yes, and you want somebody to.
No, I mean yes. That's what you pay a scorer to do, to score. So if I score 30 points in a game and score and my field goal percentage is 50% from the field, and all I do is dribble past people and dunk. Every game I'm doing that. And you, mid-range, long range, short range, side range, I score 25 points at 44% from the field. Hold on, heck, you're a better scorer than this.
Listen.
No, they can't go to CC, man. See, stop me foolish on the radio, man.
Listen, man. Listen.
I mean, listen. You're talking nonsense, no boss.
Listen, you just spoke, and I am speaking now. So let me get my opportunity to speak, just like you got your opportunity to speak, and stop muddy the waters. For example, you in a basketball game, right? You want persons at the end of the game to can make them free throw, right? Just like when you can want to score. You want persons to be able to drive to the basket, draw one foul, and can put up the free throw. Right? Do you not want that?
CC, you're struggling badly.
No, I'm asking you a question.
CC, you're struggling badly.
Question. Do not run up and down.
No, I'm not.
There's no track.
CC.
There's no track in the studio.
All right,
so answer the question.
All right. I would love for my all players to be able to knock down free throws. Yes.
And I'm saying to you that when you look at the overall thing, remember, we already deal with players who are we are already acknowledging that when you have better players around you, can space the floor, who can create their own.
Who's a greater? Who's a greater? No, I want to know where your head is at in the back. Because you're not being honest, Who's a better? Who's a more dominant scorer? Dwayne Wade or Shaquille O'Neal?
So why is it that you're changing the conversation?
No, because you asked me a question about late free throw shooting, and I want to see how honest you are. So I'm asking the question again. Who's a more dominant scorer? Shaquille O'Neal or Dwayne Wade?
If you're asking me in terms of Shaquille O'Neal or Dwayne Wade, it depends. If you're looking at size, you're probably.
Let me ask you. We're talking about scoring, the ability to score. No. I'm talking about the ability. I'm talking about to score points, score a bunch of buckets, score points help me win the game. Who is that more dominant scorer, Shaquille O'Neal or Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade. But anyway,
Dwayne Wade is the more dominant scorer.
Dwayne Wade is the greatest scorer. You want to change because of that me thought that's what we are discussing. So if you want to move on and say that, all I'm saying to you that I just said to you.
Dwayne Wade. Hold on, people.
I said to you that there's 3 levels.
Listeners,
right?
According to CC, is the first me I hear this. Dwayne Wade is a more dominant scorer in NBA basketball history than Shaquille. That the program gone to. Because you know admit say you talk nonsense. Eh? And that you do to yourself, CC.
Listen to what I'm saying. You see, first of all, I came on the program and we have a conversation, and I know you did not answer it. You have not answered my question.
I did answer your question.
And I said to you that when you're looking at the rim, when you're looking at mid-range, behind the arc, the whole package, when you're looking at the person who is the better scorer, dominance in terms of dominance can be size. The size that Shaquille O'Neal have, it can overpower.
No, it's not size make you dominant. No, CC, it's not just size make you dominant, my boss. Dikembe Mutombo was a make them. CC, stop the nonsense on the real. CC, Dikembe Mutombo is a bigger basketball player than Dwayne Wade. He's not a better scorer than Dwayne Wade. Don't come to me about size make you dominant. It's what Shaq was doing with his ability, my boss.
Shaquille O'Neal at the rim is far better than Dwayne Wade.
CC, by the way, is that
at the mid-range, Shaq is not better than Dwayne Wade. Behind the charity stripe, he's not better than Dwayne Wade. Behind the arc,
CC, your time up. We're gone. We can't take this nonsense. I talk to Orville, my boss.
No, man, you're gone.
Your time up, CC.
You started at 2:33. It's now 2:39. So you're
6
gone
minutes.
6 minutes.
No, man, you get your 6 minutes, CC. It's not Orville. It's me. I say your time up.
No, but me I say you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because your time up, you're gone 6 minutes, CC. You're gone 6 minutes, CC. We're not disrespecting my boss, but big up yourself.
But you have people come and talk 15, 20 minutes and don't do them things. Every time
we give you extra minutes, CC. CC, CC, we give you extra minute, my boss.
You see, man call the radio, and then, for example, me that come specifically and say, yo, me not like when people come on the radio and I mention certain lies, and I say people don't necessarily use titles to judge players. When, for example, they would have a Steph Curry greater than an Oscar Robertson, greater than a Jerry West, right? And the verses of them having Steph Curry greater than them people, if you ask them, they cannot tell you. Because statistical wise, these players are as great as Steph Curry, are even better. Then when you look at something there, Maradona, who obviously have as the GOAT, right? Maradona, without winning the World Cup, without winning the titles at Napoli, would have never been anywhere close to the GOAT conversation, would have never entered the GOAT conversation, would have not been in the GOAT conversation. So when people come there on the radio and come tell them lies about we don't look at titles to judge, for example. Titles is just one aspect of the many aspects. Eye test, statistics, longevity, accolades. So the people have to start coming on the radio come talk about life. And I see the thing about when me call the radio man about say, you have 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and 7 minutes. I know that I have 5 minutes. Me know say 5 minutes me get just like everybody else, and other people get 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and all of them things. I not so them things to them people. But I mean no one come say so. Come on, man.
Big up yourself, CC. We can move on now.
Yeah, we can move on now.
All right, big up.
CC tells us when to move on. We obey CC. All right, G-Star.
Yeah, afternoon, gentlemen.
How are you, G-Star?
Big up.
Decent. Mr. Higgins.
Yes, sir.
I heard Shatu asking for Zidane's top 7. Did you do your 10?
No, I didn't. No, didn't remember.
Mr. Higgins, as a guru.
I'm gonna come with my list tomorrow.
Yeah, man, Mr. Higgins, Zidane is coming with his.
What's the significance of my top 10?
You're the guru.
Because you're the guru. What do you mean?
No, but me say, me have to go find a spot for Mura Literal.
Yeah, but we just want to hear your top 10 though.
No, why?
We want it because we're curious. Because you're the
No, but isn't the argument about Mura Literal?
In some aspects, yeah.
Yes, I mean, some Mura Literal would have to be in my top 10.
No, but I just still want you the top 10. I'm just curious. That's all. As a cricket guru,
yeah,
we want to hear your top 10. That shouldn't be a problem, Mr. Higgins. It really shouldn't.
All right.
A simple thing.
Yeah. By the way, the ICC player rankings, that the people them where use all of the boss stats, them have Mura Literal ranked at 5. No, at 4.
All time bowler?
All time.
Okay, interesting.
All right, so let me give you the genesis of this whole thing. This is for the people out there listening. God, there's a man in Canada, so maybe he more understand what's going on as well.
Yes.
And everybody else. This all started from the conversation. Is LeBron James 40,000 points? Is him breaking the all-time scoring record a big deal? And we say a big deal in terms of judging a player's legacy. So that is where it's at, right?
Yes.
So what I did was I flipped it around to cricket. So is the person who has the all-time wickets, is that a big deal?
Yes, it
right? And where does that player rank on the all-time list? Does it help his legacy? Does it?
Especially when you take those wickets at 22 apiece. You see, if the man did go on 800 wickets at 32 apiece, you could think about it. But 22 apiece by itself makes you an all-time great in America. When if you play a reasonable amount of games and you are taking test wickets at 22 apiece, that that by itself make you in the top 10 for me.
And the
are very close.
And the Australia,
add 800 wickets to that.
And Australia is a big chink in the armor.
Yeah, man, he didn't perform.
You can't go around 75 in Australia.
Yeah, but nobody's Brian Lara, the country that is best at bowling spin, we say, is India. Brian Lara averages 34 against India. Me know I use that against him. I use that against him, A 34 average is almost as bad with the bat as a 75 average with the ball.
Fair enough.
So if you're going to hold Mura Little and 75 average against Australia against him with the ball, and say him can't be an all-time great. Well, Brian Lara's 34 against India must be held against him as well.
Good one.
All right.
Hold on, G-Star. We're coming back. We're coming back.
Get running. Stay fit with the latest brands and styles at Western Sports. Running, walking, trekking. Western Sports has the shoe just for you. The time by Western Sports is
2:45.
Visit Hepburn Glass Supplies Limited at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. With over 10 years experience, we provide customized aluminum windows and doors. We are distributors of float and laminated glass and mirrors. We pride ourselves on precise and accurate cuttings with same-day experience. Call or WhatsApp 876-908-0962 or 876-773-4799. Quality service is our priority.
Your taxes.
Let's get digital this tax season. File and pay your final income tax return for 2023 and estimated return for 2024 due on March 15 with tax support in so many ways. Start connecting with us through our web hub at jamaicatax.gov.jm, Customer Care Center 888 Tax Out or Special Taxpayer Assistance Program. Tutorials available online. All income tax returns, including individual, must be filed online and on time by March 15. Tax Administration Jamaica, changing the way we do business.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, G-Star, back with you.
All right, yeah. So let me try to get into my team quickly. Zidane asked yesterday, what is the main thing bowlers want to achieve, right?
Yeah.
And Shatu's response was to take wickets, right?
Yes.
And then there was a little pause, I remember, and then he basically said what the metrics that he gave were the more important metrics. And I think he said strike rate, sample size, and bowling average, right? But on the basis of that, if you say A is less important than B, that still means that A is important.
Yes.
It's just less important than B. So how can something that is important not be a big deal?
Exactly.
So, Chateau, English language kind of catch you, right?
Yeah, man. It was a beautiful question that I asked him, man.
Yeah, man.
What is the main thing that bowler go to do? Not take wickets, man.
So if the main thing is for me is to take wickets, and I take 800 wickets,
That's a big deal, man.
I am not to be judged by those 800 wickets.
Of course, it's a part of your legacy, a major part.
All right, no. Chateau gave his top 7, and I actually did some research in a gentleman on cricket. Yeah, G-Star did that. Marshall, Bumrah, Stein, Ramada, Truman, Ambrose, and Garner. I can't lie. If you're looking at strike rate and bowling average, they're exceptional, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at his 7, right? Oh, and by the way, it's a coincidence he stopped at 7. Does that mean that Mulitran would be number 8 and he just doesn't want to tell us? All right. When you look at Bumrah has 157 wickets, 20.54 average with a 45.1 strike rate. Let's look at Malcolm Marshall. Malcolm Marshall is 376 wickets, 20.94 and a 46.7 strike rate. So Bumrah, according to Chateau, Bumrah's stats are actually better than Malcolm Marshall because he's not using total number of wickets. So my question to Dwight Chateau would be, is he saying that Bumrah is the greatest bowler of all times?
He's saying he's one of them. He has him.
No, not one of. If you're using Chateau's metrics, Bumrah is the greatest bowler of all time because he has met Chateau's minimum standard because he's in the top 7. Do you understand that point?
Mm-hmm.
Sample size, strike rate, and bowling average. Malcolm Marshall is 20.94, Bumrah is 20.54. Marshall is 46.7, Bumrah is 45.1.
What is Truman's
Truman
strike
is
rate?
Truman is 21.57 average and a 49.43 strike rate. These are all excellent, you know. You can't
No man,
go
I'm
around these
special.
numbers.
I'm special.
Right? And there's a new youth, the youth named Ramada.
Yeah.
Now Ramada needs to be looked at 291, 22.05 average, and this is special, 39.23 strike rate.
Yeah.
Right? But my question is this now. Everybody has Malcolm Marshall as probably the greatest. I don't really hear people going around Malcolm Marshall, right?
Yeah.
But if that is the case, I need, gentlemen, Zidane,
yes.
I needed to ask Chateau that question.
You see,
Chateau's
Chateau's arguments against Muriel Littlebran, as we just saw, can't stand up. His argument that he only performs in spin-friendly conditions, I just proved it's not true. He averages 19 per wicket in England, 19 in New Zealand, and 26 in South Africa. His argument that he only takes wickets when in the first innings, when it is first innings and the pitch good, him not do well. I don't know how he knows when pitch good from when it not good. His argument that pitch good because captains choose to bat first is flawed, because there are times when I choose to bat and it's not necessarily because I think the pitch is good for batting, it's because I think it will get worse for batting towards the latter stages. So that also is not true.
And my question,
he also holds it against Muriel Littlebran that Australia is one team that he did very ordinarily against. Let me tell you something about it. Many great cricketers have a bogey team that them just don't do well against. Garfield Sobers, for example. Most people would agree that Garfield Sobers is among the best all-time batsmen in a cricket. For most people, top 5, top 10. Sobers is Sobers. You want to know what Sobers' is average against New Zealand is? Sobers average 50. Sobers average generally is 57. You know?
All right, and you just mentioned New Zealand mistakes quickly.
Yes.
We see when I was going through these numbers.
Yes.
So like Akram, or I don't even want to label him specifically.
Yes.
But some of them will have three, 4 test matches against New Zealand, and you'll see that New Zealand puts their thing out of whack. New Zealand is, for some reason, people don't bowl so well against New Zealand.
No, I'm not even going to speak generally. I'm speaking specifically. So we know that Sobey is one of the all-time great in batting. If we are going to get into the business of singling out one country and say, boy, you never did well against that one country, So we can't make a special.
No, I think that's part of it, though, no, Mr. Higgins.
But let me
listen.
listen to
that's a part of it.
Listen to the point, man.
Yeah,
Sobers is an all-time great. He have a
Yeah.
57 average in a Test cricket.
Yeah.
Against New Zealand, though, Sobers' average is 23. Where you going to? You're going to say Sobers is not special.
No, but you know, you'd have to look at how many games did he play.
12 games against New Zealand, no boss.
How good was New Zealand?
New Zealand wasn't one of the best.
It just might be 3 games.
12.
But I think the reason why I do not mention Australia is because Australia was actually the best
But
team.
I could argue that it is the best team in Muralita and divided the well against. I would hold it more against Sobers not to do well against New Zealand, who is not a great team, rather than Muralita who struggled. And by the way, Muralita in Australia is 75 per week. But against Australia, in other words, in play Australia both home and away.
Yes.
Against Australia overall, his average is 36. That means when Australia come to Sri Lanka,
He destroys.
him destroy them, you know. His overall average against them is 75.
It's 36.
It's 36. But in Australia, it's 75. Which means that when it is a 40-run difference in terms of wickets taken when they come to Sri Lanka. You know.
All right. The question is, when you're looking at a bowler, right?
Yeah.
For me, I can tell you this because I can't tell you if bowler X is a greater bowler than bowler Y because I haven't watched the games. I'll just be ignorant, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at pure stats. For me, wickets is what gets you through the door. Tell me how much wickets you have, and then I'll start to look
No,
at
man.
you
Wickets
as one of
at
the
what?
greatest.
At how much it costs you?
No, but
to get
wickets first. What I'm saying is, I'm going to look at wickets first. I'm
No,
not
me I
gonna
look on
at your
bowling
average
average. Me I look on the two of them in tandem.
No.
Because if you take 50 wickets at 50 apiece,
No, I agree
me
with
take,
that, you know, and that's why I said I cannot.
I me take 40 wickets at 20 apiece. Them is a better bowler than you.
But that's why I said I'm not knocking Shatu's metrics. They look good, but at the same time, I still need to go with how many number of wickets you take as well. That's what
All
gets
right.
you through the door.
But I could leave it there. So
All right,
cool. We're not doing no
That's
text
it.
from man. All right, we'll do them after the break. Or we'll do them now. No, all right, we'll take some texts.
Text message. It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
What is so special about Shatu? Why he has to be on the radio so long? And it's pure brambles. Nothing more to add or subtract from that. Brilliant analysis, Orville. You just killed White Shatu. That is when I was pointing out the inaccuracies in the statement, I suppose. Orville and Zidane, big up. Please ask Mr. Kane why from the clockman die, no horse of interest, no just bet in the race book. We need it back. Let me read this again. Orville and Zidane, big up. Please ask Mr. Kane why from the clockman die, no horse of interest, no just bet in the race book. We need it back. Junglist from Portmore. Honestly, I'm not sure what this is. But if somebody know, let me know. Another person said, Orville, tell the man, the man didn't say A-class horses. He said A-class tracks. He didn't ride at A-class tracks. This is responding to, I suppose, the horse racing point by QC and was it Mami? Yeah. All right, we'll move on to Nemesis. Hi, Nemesis. Hello?
Hello? Turn him up. Turn up his mic.
You hear me now?
Yes, we're hearing you now.
Yeah, man. First, let me say happy birthday to Viv Richards.
Yeah, man, at the boss' birthday, you know.
Yes, man. He was what I grew up listening to. In the 70s. Man, I go Australia, go beat, man, I go out England, go beat ball. After talk about England, Orville.
Yeah.
Is this the brand of cricket England going to play when they meet us, man?
Which brand?
You see, man, I'm a player in there with Gay Abandon.
Well, they didn't play with Gay Abandon in the last innings of the last test, but.
You know, last night?
Yeah. Boy, to be honest, last time I sleep out most of the cricket.
They said Bears to come on and swing wild like a blind elder.
All out for what? 280?
Yes, the man is 170
and the man ain't got 130 for one. England look like they won't lose this one again. You never know.
But I'm saying, man, I play with Gay Abandon, brother.
Yes.
Let me say, I disagree with the JCA's decision to make Brandon the captain.
You do?
Yes, Brandon I play red ball cricket, brother.
Well, he has played red ball cricket before.
It's about 10 years ago.
No, man, it's not so long.
Whenever give your boy the captaincy, man?
Who's my boy?
Hey, Kuma.
Boy,
I can't see why they give Brandon in the West Indies set up the red ball cricket.
he didn't
Them
play
man
the
play
first
red
3
ball
games
cricket.
of the season. That's for sure.
Huh?
He didn't start the season. So, yeah, he wasn't available for the first 3 games.
No, but I don't.
And he has missed some games over the last couple of seasons, for real.
That's a backward move, Orville. That's a backward move.
Yes.
I don't have a problem giving him the white ball captaincy, but red ball captaincy, Brandon not play red ball.
No, man, don't say don't play red ball.
For past few years.
Let's say that his red ball appearances have been limited.
Yes.
In the last 2-3 years. So that would be a very accurate statement. And especially this season when he's asked the captain aside that he wasn't available for the first 3 games. It's a decent question to ask.
Yes, and before I go, Orville, let me have Bridget, but I love the tension between you and the wife. I love why you talk to Reese with him.
No, man, there's no tension. There's more tension when me I converse with him.
When it's on my phone, I make point. You make the point.
No, because when he and I are on the phone, I'm not allowed to make these points.
Yeah, because you have some valid points.
Yes, but I'm saying when Dwight and I are on the line at the same time.
Yeah. In a
workout.
All right, boss. Respect.
It is never a proper discussion.
Leave it at that.
Leave it right.
All right, Bridget.
Yes, but the point.
Yes, Nemesis.
The points he was making, my boss, them not very intelligent.
All right, boss.
Big up.
Leave it at that.
We're coming back after the second selection. We'll be back.
Sheena Power Talk, make you start to walk.
Get your aunties, get your uncles, get your brothers and your sisters, gather the girls, gather the boys. Sheena Lynn Hansen is on your radio with Power Talk, motivation, inspiration, and empowerment. Tune in every Tuesday at 11:15 a.m. It's a Power Talk and a Power Connection. Power up your spirit, man, with Power Talk. This is your Damascus Road encounter. Come and experience a mighty move of God right here on Power Talk.
Sheena Power Talk.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSE Online Trading.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at omegaklas.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
We want justice. We want justice.
You have been asking for justice. Well, get justice. The Ministry of Justice presents Get Justice, a radio feature focused on giving Jamaicans information on how to resolve their conflicts. The series will highlight the justice services of the ministry to include social justice, estate planning, legal aid, and expungement. Join the discussion by calling in or participating via their social media pages at MOJ Official JM on X, formerly called Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Get Justice with the Ministry of Justice every Monday at 10 a.m. on KLAS FM.
We facilitate good relations.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, time now for the second selection. And brought to you by Edge Campaigns, of course, for people who dream in color. The second selection is by Christopher Gale. Is Chris Gale or is another Chris Gale? It's called God Alone.
people with me problem. Me tell God, cause God know how to solve them. God word of me and them, and to make it in a head, yeah, that's my plan. Me coulda never say me soul, never see my done, yeah, just begin the world, yeah. Christ like maker, life in a Christ nicer. God, you alone know, God, you alone know. Everything what I've been through, God, you alone know. God, you alone know. God, you alone know. God, you me tell me problem. Cause only you me know can solve them. As my problem never has forced me tell God. The mistake you make, you go tell you, man, see there. Your business they all about. Now you sit down and I wonder so much, man, no, man. Me say a full time you realize. Say you can't trust nobody down here but Jesus. Me savior forever. Solid, rock of Gibraltar. I will lift up my eyes to the hill. Me know where my help come from. It come from God, not man. I will lift up my eyes to the hill. You know where the help come from. It come from God, not man. Not man, not man. Not man. God, you alone know. God, you alone know. Everything what we've been through. God, you alone know. God, you alone know. God, you alone know. God, you been tell me problem. Cause only you been know can solve them. Me not trust people with me problem now. Only God me tell. Every day when me wake me I fight life hard. I gotta give me strength. Every day when me wake me I fight life. And me not pretend. I will look to the hills with my eyes. And me get me help. Father God, are you know? 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 No, oh Father, God, are you alone? No. Everything we've been through, God, are you alone? No. God, are you alone? No. God, are you alone? No. God, are you been tell me problem? Cause only you been know can solve them. Yeah. You alone, you alone, you alone, you alone, no problem.
All right, that is Chris Gale, God Alone. Let me just break down a little bit more of what Chato was saying. As me say, me can get into them thing when him not upon the phone because it too cantankerous when me and him have to cross. We're looking at the guy named Freddie Truman. Now, one of the things that Dwight is saying is that Muriel Lutheran only takes wickets in conditions where suit him. Freddie Truman people ended up with I will wicket him get. Him get how many wickets? That wickets much wicket Freddie Truman get 307. But these are the places where I'm getting wickets. In Australia, Freddie Truman is a pace bowler, I know. He only played in 4 countries. He played in Australia, pace friendly. He played in England, pace friendly. He played in New Zealand, and he played in the West Indies. Freddie Truman has not had to bowl in India, didn't play in the subcontinent, none at all. Right? So Fred Truman, the subcontinent of Sri Lanka and India and Pakistan, clearly there was no Bangladesh. He never had to bowl in those conditions. Dwight, therefore, should be the last person to talk about conditions. And let's see his strike rate overall, people. And he goes to strike rate with Muriel Lutheran. Fred Truman's strike rate overall is 49. When he plays in Australia, which would be the biggest nemesis to him, his strike rate goes up to 67. So though his overall strike rate is 49, when he plays against Australia, his strike rate is against Australia is worse than the strike rate of Muriel Lutheran. If you're talking about what you do with the best. When it comes to the West Indies, which was a pretty strong team in enough of them time as well, his strike rate goes up to 70. So when he comes to the West Indies, his strike rate is 70. And when he goes to Australia, he toured only 4 countries, and the other places in England, in yard. So outside of England, the only 3 other places he went is Australia, New Zealand, and the West Indies. And in 2 of those countries, him strike rate not special. So all of this has to be part of the breakdown. Anyway, Rocker is the next on that. Rocker.
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you doing, Rocker?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Giving thanks for life and thing,
Bless it.
I want to look at a certain thing. Zidane.
Yes, sir, Rocker.
You watch the game with Cavaliers and Cincinnati, right?
Second game?
Yeah.
No.
I watched some of it. And I watched the first leg too. You know what my conclusion is in relation to Cavaliers?
What's
and
that?
this is from an international side, not from the domestic side, because domestically I wouldn't care about Cavaliers, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
They have a player named Dwayne Allen in the central midfield. Hard working.
Yes.
But you see, when he win the ball, he cannot pass the ball. And he don't have enough sauce in him step to maintain possession. You know, like how you rush Magic and him easy off your one-on-one, you're not really taking ball?
Yes.
Yeah. Them need either him to improve or get a better player for the year. So. But I think one of the biggest letdown from a national side interest and also from the Cavaliers perspective would be Dwayne Atkinson.
Oh.
The man don't help defend. When him get the ball, him can twist you around in a circles in a little 5-meter radius, But you see that surge there, Zidane, where you need to move past people, him lack that. So it's not like how like a the ball and them pick up the ball and then surge past you. Him no have no or at least him no showcase no surge. And him passing poor. Apart from the little maybe 5-meter pass them over distance, him passing poor. So him not really give them that impetus they're wearing when him get the ball. The Cincinnati people they need have to close him down or them have to back on. You see once them shadow him, the ball will lose. And I think he was one of the most disappointing aspects of their play. Otherwise, I thought they did what they had to do in terms of trying to be as diligent as possible defensively because the team better than them. The team have the MLS best player for last season and a bunch of other quality players. So, on a whole, I never thought that they embarrassed us, but Mr. Speed needs to work on the ball possession at pace, not when the game slowish or mid-pace, but when you're playing pass, they need to work on them ball possession in that regard. And I think that based on what the assistant coaches do, maybe he needs to go Eastern Europe or somewhere where it's not so costly and get another assistant coach or a better assistant coach.
Yes.
So. Now, I look at the boxing coming up, Joshua and Ngannou. And you see, from what I observed from that first fight with Fury and Francis, Joshua always willed whenever he's hitting. So if in this game he don't come out as the aggressor and try dominate, he will have a problem. But what I realized from Ngannou from the first match with Fury, he don't really have any fear, And these UFC athletes, they don't really have much fear like that. So I think the man might win Joshua, bro.
What?
He might beat him.
You think so?
I think he might beat him. And I'm not going to promote any betting, but I think he might beat Joshua. Honestly. I think so.
All right.
Now,
when is the fight?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah. Yeah. On another note, see how fast I'm moving. I realize certain things. What was your position against Orville that you can't play better in football and lose?
Right.
All right. I agree with that. Zidane overtime agreed.
He did?
Yeah, man. He
Did he agree? You don't.
Yes, man. He agreed.
That you can't play better and lose?
No, sir.
Yeah,
no,
agree. Zidane.
Zidane feel you can play better than the side, but the side beat you.
Yes, but when I had a discussion with Zidane a couple of years ago, and I asked him to let us lay out the parameters, it turned out to be offense versus defense. So if offense don't beat defense, then how you lose? No. Back to is a different point of highlighting those Zidane. Look at it neatly. How can you? And I never knew that you had so many persons who dislike LeBron James going on. I never knew.
It's not so much that them dislike LeBron, some of them, It's real like them like Jordan and see LeBron as the threat to the throne.
But
so he gets disliked by default. Just like how Jamaican people, not for them pana show ya, not like Steve Smith. Is not really, they don't really have nothing against Steve Smith,
Yeah.
But because I have postulated that Steve Smith is a better test match batsman than Lara.
Yeah.
And because Lara is them God, then Steve Smith by default turned the devil.
Oh.
As
Well,
really
if,
that
if,
it come
if that theory is correct, then I understand.
Yes.
But on the other side, I don't see how in a reasoning in relation to scoring prowess, you can use a player height and size against him.
What CC did I say?
That is what he comes with,
I don't understand CC.
But then you would have to know, look at the analogy. Are other players of similar height or taller possess the same shooting skills?
Plenty of them don't.
And based on where the hoop is in basketball, if you analyze it along that line, then you would have to then use the height against a person.
You know that Kobe Bryant has never shot more than 46% from the field in his career.
Yeah, I know that.
This money I come to about Kobe, a top 3 scorer, LeBron James, not 8.
The point that I'm making is, how can you now say because the man is 6 this and this man is 6 flat, then you're using his height? He still have to score.
But the part of the reason why Michael Jordan was so good was his size, for a guard, The other guards in Michael Jordan's position couldn't keep up with him athletically, That's what his advantage.
He has a quicker step than them.
Yes.
But if you look at it from the other side also, Orville, I don't sure if it's Orville or you made the point. Who tell Allen Iverson that he mustn't try get
It's Orville. So what difference
Orville,
it make?
I understand the logic of it that you have tall people blocking him out, But the option to shoot from where you think is best is your decision.
Simple.
Yes.
Orville.
Yes.
Zidane. Moving to the last one. You remember when the scoring, I think maybe when I was younger, like teenage years, NBA scores weren't usually over 100 once it reached playoff,
Yes.
It was pretty close to it, or it's mostly overtime that puts it way above. And they changed the rule. I don't remember which rule they changed it. And from the change that rule, the scoring changed. So you couldn't be in the paint for too long.
Hold on. We'll give it a minute after the break.
All right.
Sheena Power Talk, make you start to walk.
Get your aunties, get your uncles, get your brothers and your sisters, gather the girls, gather the boys. Sheena Lynn Hansen is on your radio with Power Talk, motivation, inspiration, and empowerment. Tune in every Tuesday at 11:15 a.m. It's a Power Talk and a Power Connection. Power up your spirit, man, with Power Talk. This is your Damascus Road encounter. Come and experience a mighty move of God right here on Power Talk.
Sheena Power Talk.
Slowing starting? Won't start? Visit Champion Battery Company Limited, specializing in automotive batteries, windshield repair, and headlamp polishing. Don't replace discolored head and tail light. Restore to factory-like condition with the Polyhog system. Glass technology, we save them. Everything priced to meet recession and your shrinking dollar. Champion Battery does it all. The battery of champions. Visit 59 Constant Spring Road, Kingston 10. Telephone 926-2646.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Rocka. Yes, Rocka, for your final minute.
Yeah. So I was saying that they made a rule change, and all of a sudden the scores are over 100. Normally, very difficult now to see a team win and the scores are under 100.
Was it after the 90s they brought in the rule that you can't be in the paint unless somebody's in guarding distance of you?
Yeah.
I think that came in during the 90s.
So. But it wasn't the 90s because if you look at like the 1998 Bulls conference match with Jazz, yeah? No one scored 100 points, Zidane.
Yeah, less 3-pointers was being attempted and made.
So if you look at it from that
and less
side,
less talent was around then as well.
I agree with
Along
you,
with the rule changes.
Yeah, I agree. And
Yeah.
just like how cricket now, 300 plus is the norm, and before the restriction, Orville can attest to this. This 300 thing was like a golden score.
Yeah, man, it's true.
So you have
Sometimes
to put
250
it in
and 260 was good scores in ODI. Yeah.
But then again, in closing though, I want to big you all up because you are very professional at listening to these things, which we can sit in our offices and laugh about. So I commend you all for doing a good job. Yeah.
Wonderful, Rocker. Leave it there.
Yeah, man.
All right, we leave from Rocker to Rollington. The R's have it.
Hello?
Rollington, how are you, sir?
Oh, well, what's up, man?
Boy, over there. Be of
Yeah, man. Zidane, how you go?
I'm here.
All right. Yes, Orville. I noticed cricket West Indies still reviewing selection system.
They are?
And I see where the chief executive officer, John Graves, said that West Indies system are currently under review and new policy and personnel will be revealed after July the 1st this year.
Oh, didn't see that.
That's after the World Cup.
Yes.
Then the next thing now is that we know that the contract for Desmond Haynes expires at the end of June.
Mm-hmm.
And Graves said that he hoped to have a new selection system in place.
A new selection system?
At that time, including a new selection policy and a new panel.
Well,
so tell me what you get from this.
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know if it, you know, that now that they have this. I don't know. I don't want a second guess. I don't know. I don't know what that could be. Maybe you have to play. I don't know.
Let me tell you why, Billy. I mean, if I was Haynes and I was looking for an extension to my contract, and I got a note that read like this, I wouldn't be too optimistic about what is going to happen.
Well, I do. Like I said, I don't want to comment because I don't know what I don't know what Mr. Shallow or Dr. Shallow has in my mind.
Well, see, one thing I know that it's going to happen after the World Cup. So that the World Cup situation will still fall. Although basically, I guess they have the World Cup team already.
Yeah, more or less.
They must have selected that team already.
More or less.
Well, whatever will be, you know, there's sometimes when you see the West Indies Cricket Board or West Indies Cricket make these kind of moves, you know, that's some kind of ton. What happened to Roland Butcher? What position does he play?
No, man, remember them did terminate him, you know.
They did terminate him?
Yeah, man.
Where?
Yeah, so far as I know, Roland is no longer there.
Well, I don't know, but I'm going to check it back.
Yes.
You know. Anyway, it's interesting, Orville. I think you can put your ears to the ground. And
Will do.
You know?
Yes.
That's so that we can.
All right, that's it. All right, that's all at Rollington Town.
All right.
Asking us to put our ears to the ground.
Yeah, man. All right, we go to Bull.
Big up, man, them.
Yes, Bull.
Yeah, so this weekend is actually filled with, in terms of Premier League, it's filled with 2 games on the Sunday. That is actually going to be 2 good games because Aston Villa and Spurs also meet.
Oh, and Spurs is 5th, Aston Villa is 4th. Yes.
Yes. So, in all the talk of Man City versus Liverpool, rightly so, that is a big game. That has been the biggest game over in the Premier League for like the past 5 years. If you want to take it that far,
yes,
or even more. But there's also a good game coming up between Aston Villa and Tottenham.
Yes. We've never had first play and second at this stage before in the last 5 years.
I can't say right off the bat. But they have played in.
So in the seasons when Liverpool was chasing City for the titles, they wouldn't have met in the second. Huh?
I can remember that time they were both were chasing and they played February 8th.
Yeah, man. I would want further evidence to say that this is the most anticipated game in the last 5 years.
I did not say that.
What you say about? What do you say about the last 5 years? The biggest game in the last 5 years.
Is the biggest game in the last 5 years. So
What makes it bigger than the rest of the games? But now, see, a lie you're telling about based on what?
You're not listening to what I'm saying. Listen. If you want clarity, ask me to clarify.
Then that may I do?
Man City versus Liverpool is the biggest fixture on the Premier League calendar for the last 5 years.
Oh, that you mean generally speaking?
Yeah, generally, yes.
Oh.
Because they're the two.
Some derailing thing in the
No, because you said this game, you know.
What is wrong with this one?
You said this game is the biggest game for the last 5 years. You never said Manchester.
This picture has been the biggest picture in English Premier League.
Yeah, I understood what you were saying.
Me never sure what
he wasn't sure.
Yeah, now watch the ball, that's a problem.
No, it's not watching ball. If you know what say when you said this fixture is the biggest, that could be interpreted in more than one way.
Alright, but you understand what I mean now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, hopefully ready.
You see how simple that is?
Yeah, the next time is ask to clarify.
Which is what I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
So in terms of Aston Villa and Spurs, as a Man U fan, what do you think result I would want?
As a Man U fan?
Yes.
You know what's one of the game draw, my boss?
And if you can't draw, what do you think will happen?
You want Tottenham win.
Okay. Simple logic.
Yeah.
Okay, good. The Liverpool Man City game. I see Salah on the bench today.
He came on, man. He came on. He played some minutes.
So I didn't know. I didn't check if he played in the minutes.
Yeah, man, he played
on the bench today. So this game now, you know, when these big games come up, Pep you're not sure what Pep is going to do in terms of him set up and all of these things.
Well, that's why I'm resting. That's why I'm resting some of his players yesterday, you know, so.
And to make this game a bit more spicy, Trent and Erling Haaland at it.
Yes, on social media.
On social media. As Trent is saying, based on how Liverpool have gone at their trophies, it means more to them, the squad, Liverpool squad, and the fans than how City has gone about it in terms of, you know, the youth and the money and all of that. They talk around Man City winning. Erling Haaland is now saying, you know, you can't speak to my feelings because you have never won the treble.
The thing with them say Erling Haaland's about Liverpool begging for mercy. Enough a fake news.
Well, I didn't see that one, to be honest.
Yeah, man, me see it, man, with them said Liverpool would beg for mercy. But more than likely, I think it's fake.
But now Liverpool squad now, they're getting their players back. So I hope Sunday, I hope to see Salah in the starting lineup.
Yes.
I don't know. From this season, you know, just seeing Salah in passing and everything, I want to see Salah playing in the biggest game. I don't want him. But as you know, he's not going to be 100% sharp. That is the only issue. But you want to see the best players playing in the biggest game.
Yes. Fair.
And of course, I want Spurs to either draw the match or Spurs win. I don't want Aston Villa to win as a Manchester United fan. Hoping that we do our job on Saturday.
I'm realizing now that Spurs has a game in hand over both yourself and Aston Villa here.
Yep, because they did not play over the week. They did not play a game. I don't remember when they didn't play.
So if they win, they're going 53 with a game in hand.
But I don't want one who's further ahead of me to go further.
Yeah.
But a draw would be suitable.
Understandable.
For me. Yeah, I also know. Zidane, what I was trying to say yesterday in terms of the statistics between Phil Foden and Saka, your point was that it's close between them. And I said, if we look at the statistics more and analyze it, you realize that Phil Foden basically played 33 games less than Saka. When you look at the minutes played. I don't know if you want to look at it from that perspective.
So he has played less games when you consider minutes played.
Yeah, when you consider minutes played, because I said before, remember Saka is a fixture in Arsenal team since he promoted to the main team. So he has played over 12.
And remember when Saka came into the Arsenal team, it wasn't really a very good team.
Yeah, it wasn't really a very good team, so he was playing all the time. Yes? And
but I'm giving you a reason why it could affect his numbers. That he came in as a youngster into a struggling team.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, I'm
while even though Saka would play, Foden would play less minutes.
Difference is a lot, though.
But what I'm saying to you, though, even though Foden has played less minutes, he's playing in a super team for the most part.
All right. So I also
when he
want
plays.
you to also check
Yes.
for me. I want you to check Foden's statistics in terms of his goals and his assists when Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland went missing in terms of they weren't fitted to play this season. Check it and see that when time he is the one who's expected to come up with the goods. He normally does.
Yes.
So, clear soccer skill. Not by far.
Pep say him is the best player in the league right now on current form.
Yes.
Foden?
Yeah.
Boy, you know, you always go look at the players of the big team, you know. But there's this guy down at Aston Villa.
Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins. I want you to take a look at it for me, please.
But what happened to Foden when it comes down to playing for England? Him not say the place alive.
No, you want to when they come on to play for England. No, we are big idiot coach.
No, but why would the coach play Saka and not play Foden, who is far better than Saka, according to the experts? Highgate and his friends. That don't make no sense.
All right, let's reason.
Because the coach want England to win in the boss, and if he
wants.
If he looks at Saka, but hold on, a bull man. If he looks at Saka and say a quality player must pick, he plays him very regular. Yeah. Why wouldn't he look at another player and think and say a much better player and not play that player?
All right.
When you face the reality that Foden is not playing as well when he goes to play for England, he doesn't adapt very well to a different system. Maybe he's just a bully of a great system under Pep Guardiola. Because when he played in the World Cup, hold on, my boss, when I finish. When he played in the World Cup, he look ordinary when he come on, Yes.
Anything guys done.
So, me no buy this argument. Maybe he's just he's performing well in a great system under the best manager of all time. Because a lot of these Pep Guardiola players is not as good as you all make them look good. It's the system make them look good. Me telling you all the while.
No, they're quality players.
No, and I say they're not quality, but they are not as good as you all make them out to be.
No, all right. So in terms of Saka and Foden wants when Foden plays for England, I think Foden should play number 10 role.
Oh, all right. We'll give a minute after the break. We're coming back.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Dangel, Edgechem, Megamart, and Enibet. All right, in Sports in a Minute, Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino says he understands why fans were frustrated during Saturday's draw at Brentford. The club are 11th in the Premier League, having won just 10 games this season, and the Argentine is under growing pressure at Stamford Bridge. Pochettino said we need to accept the frustration of the fans. During the 2-2 draw at Brentford, where a late Axel Disasi header rescued a point for the Blues, some fans chanted the name of former boss Jose Mourinho. That is Sports in a Minute. Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen, Shop 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 986-7142. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Megamart, best value by far. And Enibet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly.
Get ready to score big with Just Bet and Sports Max this UEFA Champions League season. Bet $1,500 or more from March 1st to June 1st, 2024, online or in-store for your chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to the UEFA Champions League finals in London. Plus, weekly prizes like earpods and gaming vouchers, iPhone, Samsung Galaxy S23s, and so much more. Sign up today at supremegames.com and get in on the action. Just Bet. Your game, your passion. Conditions apply. Follow Just Bet JA on Facebook and Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older to play. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Tune in to German Morgan, aka Brother DJ Frisco, on your radio. Friday nights at 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. inside the Midnight Serenade Radio Show. And Saturdays and Sunday mornings inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. You will be motivated, blessed, and receive a word in time with DJ Frisco in the mix. Tune in, listen, and stay connected.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Bull, use your minute wisely.
Zidane, you were talking about why Saka plays over Foden.
No, why Foden looks so ordinary for England?
So when he does play, he play on the right hand side, or sometimes he play on the left hand side. I don't think he's ordinary for England, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's clear that the coach don't rate Foden, because they have situations where we not play Foden, and when he does play Foden, and for instance in the Euro last Euro, where we didn't score a goal, I think in the first couple of games, we were struggling in the first couple of games, and then he started to play Foden, and we scored 4, and then Foden started the next game, and I think Foden played the rest of the game in the competition until he got injured. I think that was the World Cup. That was the Euro, or it happened in the World Cup. So when it comes down to the tournament style of football, I think he leaves the players who he trusts it.
Well, he's in great form this season. Let's see what happened this summer in the European
England
Championship.
should go deep in the Euro.
All right. Leave it as a boat. All right. What do we do now? We go back online. Yeah, Alric.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Good
afternoon.
Yeah, man, not much. Why chatoo, man? So easy killing me. I'm to the still enough.
Me kill him easy.
Easy kill, man. The man, as I said, the man is. I consider the man to be a brainiac, you know. And too bright team when you know.
Yeah, man, too bright.
I didn't actually explain a simple thing to the man about the Arsenal. As an Arsenal fan, okay, what can you want City to win?
And you know what makes it even more ridiculous, Alric?
It is ridiculous.
Arsenal, when they beat Brentford on Saturday,
will go
to the top of the table. How can then an Arsenal fan want a result that would now make Arsenal no longer be at top of the English Premier League game? That's only literate to me, my boss.
And then more later an argument now. The man, as I was like, easy kill. Want to use the statistics and show say more later has done well in these countries that are not pin-friendly pitches.
Yes.
This is quite simple. You can't take 800 wickets
at 22
average, exactly, and not be a special bowler.
My God, man.
And you forget about the number who was the man bowl. You have look on strike rate.
The man bowled the same amount of balls for out man. Ambrose and I'm top 7 now.
Ambrose at 54.5 strike rate, and the man at 55 exactly.
Yeah.
So it is similar.
Exactly.
So if they rate Ambrose, they must rate the man.
Simple.
All right, it's still Foden Saka argument now, Zidane.
Let me just give my 2 cents on it. You see, that's something me not talk for England. You see, in the EPL, it's close, very, very
Let me get the stats. Let me give the listeners the stats.
Yeah.
So I prefer Phil Foden. I think Phil Foden is a more talented footballer. He is a more utility player for me because he can play on the right wing, he can play in the middle.
Utility is about money, you know, so careful what you say.
No, man. Something to clearly understand what utility means. Tenji.
Okay.
And Foden also plays on the left. Them can play right across the field in the attacking third. So, but this season there's no.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah. So he's more useful to the team as a player. So I prefer Phil Foden, and he's more talented. But for people to say that he's way better than Saka, that's not good.
Nothing can go so.
And in this season alone, Saka is having a better season. Let me not give this season stats to come and give them overall career stats.
Yes.
But this season, Foden has played 27 games. He has scored 11 goals, 7 assists. He has played 2,225 minutes in the EPL meta. He has a minutes per goal of 202. He must score goals every 202 minutes. Saka, on the other hand, has played 26 games this season, 13 goals, 10 assists. Played 2,184 minutes, scoring a goal every 168 minutes. So Saka is clearly having a better season.
Yes.
But when they go to them career stats now,
who is a better creator of goals? Wouldn't that be Saka?
It's close. It's
close, said we.
It's close again.
Okay, that's what I said from the get-go, you know.
It's very close. It is almost them come like twins.
Yes.
When it comes to creativity and even production. Let me give them stats. All right, for example, Phil Foden. I get them side by side. So what Bull was saying, let me just make this point before make my answer. Phil Foden has played 9,075 minutes in his career so far, compared to Saka 12,693 minutes. So Saka has played 3,618 more minutes than Foden. And that's one of the reasons he's a mainstay Arsenal. He plays almost every minute of the game. So that is one thing. So let's look at them appearance and them stats now side by side. Phil Foden has played 156 games, Saka 161. Foden has scored 46 goals, Saka has scored 44. Assists, Foden 25, Saka 34. Goals per match, 0.29 for Foden, Saka 0.27. Shots, 279 shots for Foden, 197. 338 shots for Saka. Shots on target, 119 for Foden, 115 for Saka. So them shooting accuracy, and how them do the shooting accuracy is the number of shots they take versus the on target. So shots on target over the number of shots.
So it's on target as opposed to us.
I'm gonna get them other stats.
Right.
So all them do for them shooting accuracy is the shots on target over the number of shots they take.
Yes.
So Foden's shooting accuracy is 43%, 119 over 279. Foden's shooting accuracy is 34%, 115 shots on target.
So Shaka shooting percentage is better.
Shots on target. Shooting accuracy.
Shooting accuracy.
Okay.
Foden is better at 43%.
Oh, okay.
So both of them now, both of them are predominantly left footers. So Foden has scored 10 goals with his right foot. Saka has scored the same amount. Goals with the left, 34 for Foden, 32 for Saka. Two of them scored 2 headed goals. Saka has hit the woodwork 11 times. Foden has hit the woodwork 9 times. So big chances missed now, and big chances are chances that you're expected to score, such as one-on-one with the keeper.
Do they give shots on target in the big chances missed? Is missed meaning that does miss include goalkeeper save?
I have to get wide. That's it. Once in a score, it missed.
It missed. Oh, me think that for be written down.
I'm going to show you the thing now. I'm going to show you a breakdown what me have right. So big chance miss for Foden is 23. Saka's big chance miss 24. Identical again, basically. Big chances created now. So when it comes to them creativity, big chances created for other team members. Foden, 35 big chances created. Saka, 40. So they're basically identical again. So my thing now in terms of efficiency for me now, the number of goals you score, the number of shots you take on target. So Foden has scored 46 goals and he has taken 119 shots on target. Because when the goal he can score is the one that takes on target.
Right.
So 38.6% is Foden's efficiency. That is the one that keep on a steal. Kick it on target and lift the back of the net. Saka now is 38.2. So here again, it's identical.
Why them two men are not far from each other?
You realize initially, I didn't even know these stats,
Yeah.
But my eye just tell me say, yo, you can't say one man way better than any other in this discussion.
So when I look at it, just using the eye test and I watch the man, I realize that the man them in them style of play. And when I look at the stats itself and break it down, you realize that they are identical, almost identical. So then
if me have to make a distinction, I think Saka minute by minute probably a little bit more likely for impact, but I think Foden special moments more special.
Yes.
Fear?
Yes, man. Yeah, that's how I see it as well.
I have a look into the fact that Foden play in a team that is also a top team.
Yeah.
And it's a Saka is basically Saka and Martin are the mainstay for Arsenal. So when I look at all of these things, it's close, very close, almost inseparable.
Can't go either way.
He prefer Foden because Foden, as a coach, I prefer Foden because he can be used in many different ways. He can play in a number 10, he can play in a Kevin De Bruyne role, and I even play a role along with Alvarez when Kevin De Bruyne was out. He can play on the right wing and he can play on the left wing. He can use both just like Saka. So it's close. No man.
But it's not wide.
Again?
You're saying it's not a wide gap that separates it.
No man, it's close.
Could be.
A man choose Saka, you can't ball. If a man choose Foden, you can't ball.
Excellent call, this Alric.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, man. Big up.
except that he made one mistake. He doesn't. Alric believes utility means useful across the park. He doesn't know that utility is an economic term in football. We're talking about which one of the man and where the deer are both. Okay? That was your one mistake, Alric.
QC.
Hello.
Wagwan.
Where yes, sir?
Wagwan Zidane Orville.
Yes, sir.
Orville,
yeah.
I came on the radio yesterday and said I alluded to the fact with X Factor and Garvey.
Yes.
All right. Who texted a while ago about, I said, Russell Bates. Said Russell Bates only rode at bush track. It was Miami Bay?
The person never give a name.
Okay, because I said that is a lie. I mean, because they want to win a point, you want to be disingenuous. In October 14, 1989, the man ride a Santa Anita truck. Ride a half team, Hawkstar. Still, up to today, if not sure, still have the record for mile and a half. So I don't want a man to try to win a point and talk about the man only ride a bus truck. And that's a lie.
All right.
You understand me, I say? That the record there for sure. You can give a date and time or how much they ask for the day.
All right.
So, and another point, a man say, him still don't think Brandon King should have get the red ball cap. Last senior cup match, Brandon King play. He make 100. Blackwood just make one last week.
No. In fairness, they weren't talking about Brandon King's ability, though. They were talking about his availability.
Oh, but you don't think the selectors know and the management staff at JCA know that?
No, but it's a fair concern to have. You're going to make a man your 4-day captain. Are you sure that he'll always be around for 4-day competitions? It's a fair position. For one, he wasn't here for the first 3 games this year. What if he's not available later on in this tournament or for the next tournament? Then what do you now do? You find a third captain. Because Blackwood, I don't think they'll go back to Blackwood if Brandon is not available next year or later this year. So that means you'll have a potential 3 captains in 2 seasons. So it's a fair concern.
I don't think that's going to be the first time something like that happens.
No, but it no means that it still wouldn't be a concern. Ideally, you'd want to appoint a captain who is always going to be available to you.
You can't really fight someone's opinion still. So that's what the sports text is all about. So.
No, but do you think it's a fair concern? I mean, if a man said, then all right, fine. Brandon is probably our best batsman and one of our brightest young minds. But is he always going? Can you commit to being available for the rest of the season and for next season in 4-day cricket? If the answer to that is no, then isn't it a good?
Well, I believe using my best player at all times, and this is something me hear you talk about all the while. And if I'm the right person for the job, when him available, I just part of life.
No, man. To ask if he's always going to be available is a good question. You cannot go around the fact that you want your captain, or would you appoint a test match captain who is not always going to be available for you for test cricket?
But there's quality in a test match, brother. There's no quality in other thing we're talking about.
But what does quality have to do with appointing a captain? I am your captain. I would want to know that if he's going to captain, he has at least committed himself for the next 2-3 seasons to be available.
Yeah, but there's no rule that the captain has to play that season. A result you need.
So you probably can have one captain every season. In QC?
Gone. I will take the final break. We're coming.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get something from your brother or mommy, hey, it's not instant, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VMBS money transfer. CFA, faster, easier. Sign up for VMBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VMBS money transfer.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, JADCO, needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Whether you are redecorating your home, looking for a gift idea, or simply feel for some retail therapy, Asden Super Center is the place to be. Regal Plaza, Kingston, and Linstead. We have it all. From linens and curtains to appliances and cookware, furniture, rugs, and wall decor. It's everything for your home and more.
Asden Super Center, we're gonna make you smile. Make you smile. Asden Super Center, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right. Last 15 minutes. We go. QC still there, or we move on? What do we do, Oscar? We go back online. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh yeah, man. I'm on.
Yes. Who is it?
Yeah, man. Chris Gunner.
Chris Gunner. Where you say?
Yeah, man. Big up Orville. Zidane.
Yes, sir, Chris Gunner.
Yeah, man. All right. Brilliant call by Ulrich.
Yes.
Him saved me the trouble. Because I wanted to come with the numbers, but...
Between Foden and Saka.
Yeah, man.
Well, I look like almost dead eat.
If somebody say Foden is a better player, that's okay, you know.
Yeah.
But you can't say him is a much better player. The figures will never carry that out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When it comes to England, it's not that Southgate prefer Saka over Foden. But Saka is settled as a right winger. Foden he's not settled anywhere in the City team. He can play right across the front.
Yeah.
And if you notice, Pep play him left side of a middle, left side of a front three, right side of a front three. He may employ him as the number 10. So one of the problems he's having is that you don't really know where his real best position is. But you know him is a very good player. So I think that's one of the
problems. If you establish him as a very good player, you must know why you said that and where he's dominating.
Right. But as I said, Pep employ him in different positions.
No, I don't think he play as well as he ought to.
No, he doesn't. But we know he's talented in Zidane.
Yes.
But last year and the year before, there was no situation where people are saying better than Saka, because Saka was the top English player.
There you go. Saka has won English Player of the Year twice, you know.
We know that.
Yes.
And he is a fixture for England. Mm-hmm. And even this season, if you don't go to the micro analysis like what Ulrich did, Saka is still ahead.
Yes.
In terms of goals per minute ratio and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean they are very close.
Yes.
So I don't know why somebody would say he's a much better player. Not Augusta.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Orville.
Yes.
The moralitarian argument. You know what would be good for you to tell us?
Yes.
In the series in Australia when him average high.
He has only played 5 games in Australia, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
It's only 5 once, so that's one series pretty much.
I don't know if it's over 2 series, but it's really 5 games alone in playing Australia.
That is by design in Orville. The fact that his average is high in Australia, because when they go to Sri Lanka, you know,
yeah,
he dominate the Australians.
Yeah, man, then I tell you
why?
Why?
The Australians have no control over the pitches. When him go to Australia, they have control over the pitches.
And them call him for fling down there and mash up the man.
Right.
The man.
No, so the Australian plan for him if you were to look at Shane Warne average during that same time, it would tell you a good story.
What would it tell us?
No, even without the figures, how well did Shane Warne do
In the
at the same time?
okay.
Because I think what the Australian did was to say, all right, Shane will take what we get from you. But Morelli now beat us down here. So them set some silk top.
Oh.
Nothing with grip. Because you know him turn the ball a lot.
Yes.
And if you can't stop him from turn the ball around a barrel, half of your work would have done.
I go and check out the games he played and the games Morelli played in Australia.
Right, and see how Shane did at the same time.
At the same time. It would be interesting to find out.
Yeah, man, because I think them probably take what they could have get from Shane Warne. Even if them not set the pitch, they set the pitches so that Morelli can beat them.
Yeah.
You sure of that?
What me know is that I didn't think he enjoyed playing in Australia.
You mean because of things off the field?
Because them call him for fling. I embarrassed the man.
Yeah, man, I know that.
At one point,
did they call him? How many matches he have played before they call him?
I'm not sure. I can't do all, but I know he was called here twice. One, I think it was against England, but I think it was by an Australian umpire.
Yeah.
And then the other time, I think it was
Daryl here.
Daryl here.
Yeah.
And I think Daryl here said the man action is diabolical, you know, and I'm booking him.
Right, but them clearing.
Yes, but me I tell you, say I
call him again.
Yeah, and then them call him again in Australia again.
Yeah. So me I tell you.
So I am thinking that just right off the bat, psychologically, I don't know if he gave his best in Australia, because one of the things that Dwight said, which was true, I made the rubbish when I was talking, is that his Dusra is the ball that had the biggest suspicion on it.
Right.
And after them call him in Australia for fling, watching some of those games, the Dusra wasn't as prevalent after that.
Right, because he must make adjustments.
Yes.
So him lose him effect.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
But when Australia come to Sri Lanka, him name them food, man.
He eat them food down there. So
yes.
you can't use the series in Australia to bring down his effectiveness as a top bowler, because when you look at the man figures, there's no doubt.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I was even when you see what the man do in England, no boss.
Yeah.
When do I say only can bowl in spin friendly conditions? You get me?
Man, it's interesting.
The man take wickets are less than 20 apiece in England. As a matter of fact, I remember him probably one of his best overall figures is in England, 9 for 60. I don't know.
Right.
The man, you can't take 800 wickets at 22 apiece and you're not special, boss.
Yeah, man, and even though Brian dominated them down there, Brian's the best spinner in play against.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Brother, you know, if 800 wickets, 22 apiece,
man, 800
you're
wickets,
more
you
special.
Can't really go around that. That is why I wouldn't have an argument with you about Bradman.
Then that may I tell you.
Because
anyway,
Bradman could have bat. I mean, he wasn't one a batsman, and look at his figures.
Exactly. We want to squeeze one more in him. I wait long. I get.
All right, we catch you again.
Cool, Chris Connor. Good call.
All right.
I get. You will take the anchor leg.
I'm there peacefully.
Yeah.
Can I clean out some eggs to drop off once more? And then Eric calling. Eric never said that. Eric could have talked in front of me, brother. Would have ripped him to shred in a second.
Yeah.
This garbage argument. Brother, I'm going to get this tax thing out the way. If you look for R9 versus like a Lewandowski R, the Mexican Hugo Sanchez, when you look for the numbers, R9 are not over Lewandowski and Hugo Sanchez. When I ask that, you know. But when I ask who are the bigger talent, people, it's an easy thing. R9 are the bigger talent. Next thing you forget that.
No. But hold on, I get, man. There's no such gulf between these two players. That comparison is not fair. Talent-wise, there's a gulf between Lewandowski and Ronaldo from Brazil. That's not the case with Foden and
Hugo Sanchez, right?
And Saka talent-wise.
Yeah, but hey, there's a big old gulf.
No,
we're only trying to do. Relax yourself. We're only trying to do to try and make the glove seem close is to use numbers. Don't get tricky with me. I know Martinelli used to try close.
Relax yourself.
Listen to me, I say now. And I Pep Guardiola, the top 10 baller have the most goal contribution.
Yeah.
Let's talk about goals and assists. Number 1, Leo. We'll skip number 2 for now. Third, KDD, Kunaguero, Gabriel Jesus, Muller, Javi, Red Mahrez, David Silva, Bernardo Silva, and Leroy Sané. The one of the number 2 behind Lionel Messi as having the most goal contribution as a player and a Pep Guardiola is Raheem Sterling. And if we rearrange, if we just ask a separate question and say, name me top 10 most talented football players that ever played at Pep Guardiola.
You know, say I win the argument for me. No, but hold on. No, we need to interject there. No, you need to interject there. You know the reason why Raheem Sterling has those great numbers is because he plays in a fantastic system, the best coach ever, and with great players around him. I'm saying to you, Saka, that's not the case for Saka for the most part at Arsenal. That's why Saka numbers are so impressive, my boss.
But you can counter that.
You can counter that.
Before I counter, let me just ask my Raheem Sterling question to the public. So because Raheem Sterling, the second finalist, as having the second most goal and a goal contribution behind Lionel Messi, and to ask, who the top 10 most talented baller what did I ever coach in career? Who will I say? Because of those numbers, Raheem Sterling that be automatically make a top 10 list as a talent? No. But to come back to your question now, Phil Foden being a part of a system, or Phil Foden being the system, which one of them version of Phil Foden more likely to get the numbers up?
No man, playing in Man City team help his numbers.
So man, they're part of the system. Come on, sometimes
come on.